Good morning, meatballs. How are you this morning? Good to be here. Good to see you. Good to have you here. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Good morning, Miss Doodle. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Sorry it's later, guys. I forgot I had a telemed appointment this morning, so I had to do that first, just to make sure that I'm still alive. So, you know, that's a kind of important thing. So, I hope everybody's having a good morning this today so far. I hope everybody had a great night. It's rainy, shitty, and cold here. Well, not cold, but chilly. It is Wednesday, hump day. Happy hump day, everybody. September 25th, 2024. And here we are again with the current events in a cup of joe. We can all wake up together. Per se, it's 10:30 in the morning here. I'm sure it's earlier in some places and later in others. So, how was your night last night, Miss Doodle?
It was good. I slept good. Did you sleep good?
I did. I
Good.
did. I wasn't in here too late. Thank God. It was a little later than I wanted to be, but that's okay. I'm fine. I did. I did. Sleep well. So, let's see here. Let's see who we got joining us this morning. So far, it looks like Murky Piglet's back in the house. Miss Sherry Wisdom Speaks, good to see you. Julie Bain, good morning, good morning. Truth Exposed. Walt Harris, what's happening, brother? Michael 007, good morning or afternoon for you, I'm sure, over the pond there. Molly, good golly, Miss Molly's in here. What the hell? How's she in here so early? How'd that happen? It's like 7 a.m. over there, Molly. What are you doing? Or did you stay up all night? Squishy Bum, welcome again from over the pond. Good to see you this morning. Cockney Cow 17. A new member. Welcome back. Good to see you. Good to have you here today. Miss Paula, good morning to you. Debbie Clark, I love your icon. That's very awesome. Very cool. Good morning, ma'am. Let me see. Show. Miss Taylor, good morning to you as well. Good to see you. Great to have you here. Of course, Doodlebug sitting next to me. Thank you for joining us this morning, Doodle. Always a pleasure to have you up here. Let's see. Molly says, point of view. She's throwing a fit like Jim Carrey not wanting to get out of bed. Is it that serious, Molly? But you did it. You did it. You did it. That's so awesome. Miss Toby Marie, good morning to you as well. Great to see you today. Miss Paula. Let's see. We got 27 peeps in here, guys. 26 likes. We're almost there. Let's try and make that match and share this out, guys, if you will, to everybody and anybody you think would want to jump in here and have their morning cup of joe with us as we look into and talk about current events. I think it would be a great way to wake up with the greatest people on YouTube. That is you all. So what's new with you, Doodle? Anything new and exciting this morning?
Oh gosh, no. You know I'm not new and exciting kind of type. I'm
Well,
just kind of original.
original can be new and exciting. It depends on who you are, I guess. But that's good. How's the boy this morning? How did he do this morning?
Well, he's at his pawpaw, so I'm sure
Well,
he
that's
did
right.
well. I haven't gotten a bad call, so I'm assuming he did real good.
Absolutely, I forgot about that. Molly says the original. She is the original Doodlebug fart. Yes. Well, it's not coffee. I know how you wake up in the morning, Truth. Believe me, I know. That's the first time a lot of people. Yesterday was the first time a lot of people heard Doodle's voice. Pretty out there for. I mean, you just. I can't say it enough. You sound like this. You've been doing this forever, Doodle. You really do. You have that outgoing voice. It's awesome. I love it. And Michael was asking yesterday what kind of accent you have, and I'm thinking this guy's in the UK. He's asking what your accent is. What? I don't think you. I've never noticed an accent with you. I think you sound just like me.
I
Trying
don't
to
know.
figure.
I used to. I had south of the mouth a lot, so sometimes people don't understand what I'm saying.
I think it sounds good. I mean, it's Missouri. But that's what is. I don't think there is a change from there to here. Or no cornbread in that doodlebug voice to me. Sherry, no, there's no cornbread. Yes, she is a natural, Michael. I believe. I agree. I understand, truth. I understand. Let's see. So I hope everybody is doing well this morning. I hope you have your coffee. Make sure you fill it up. Doc Holiday in the morning. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Miss Paula said, oh, Lord, if she thinks she's cornbread, wait till she hears this Kentucky accent. Oh, I've heard you. Good morning, Chopper. Good to see you again, my friend. Hope you're having a good day so far, sir. Michael heard duty a while back, yes. She gets a bit of Missouri South sounding. Sometimes there's a little bit of a twang here and there. I don't know where it comes from because I don't know. Good morning, Miss Victoria and Angel Kitty. How are you this morning? I hope you're all doing well. 27 peeps in here. Again, 28 likes. We're doing well, guys. We are doing well. Again, share this out if you will, please. And again, make sure to hit the like button as you come through the door. So, let's see. I'm not going to go revert back to yesterday at all. It was not a good day for a lot of people. Let's see. So we will move forward with everything today. Hold on a minute here. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up a little weather pattern for a lot of people are worrying about this tropical storm and this hurricane Helene, I think that's the name, going down. So I'm going to do that first and give everybody the info that doesn't know. I'm going to give you the info that you don't know. I'm a poet and didn't know it. How about that? Such a dork I am. Just to show a little bit about, I love this guy's tie. This is a trip. About what's going on with this storm.
As far as the distance, still about 500 miles away. So Helene, tropical storm now with the next advisory, though, likely a hurricane as it becomes better organized. We take a look at the wind field. This is the key to the whole storm. So a lot of folks are trying to say, oh, are we going west or east? At this point, it doesn't really matter much with that because of lifts. When you look at the size of this thing, it's got the damaging storms.
See, we've been getting rain for 3 days. It's still raining solid here, you guys. 3 days solid.
So that's significant.
So we're getting little pieces of this. Whatever this does, when it does it, I hope you guys are all safe and sound wherever you're at.
Down trees, the isolated tornadoes is in the yellow. Look at that. That's for the whole state of Florida, right? So
rain Friday. Yeah, we needed rain. We were in a drought actually here for a while. We haven't had rain since
Georgia. So check on all your friends. Even if
I haven't had rain. Well, no, I had some rain the other night. It wasn't a lot though, but the winds were crazy.
As a major hurricane. Now, as we look at the overall picture,
why does Florida look like a limp, uncircumcised ding dong? I don't know. We could ask Florida that. I don't know if they would like that truth, but we could ask them.
Thursday morning, seeing some heavier bands of rain moving our way. So as we go through Thursday, the key is this. I think our most significant.
Good morning, Victoria. How are you?
And Thursday night.
No rain here in Michigan, spit rain and nothing more. It's been raining nonstop. I'm telling you, the end of what is today? Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday night, Monday afternoon it started raining and it hasn't stopped.
It moves off to the north and northeast, and then things will start to improve.
I wish we'd have got this rain last month for my garden. It's dead now.
Most of Friday, and that's why we have a weather impact alert here. So we have weather impact alert starting late today, tomorrow, and then
could be
Wednesday 11 p.m. through Friday 2 a.m. The big things we're watching and leads the list, easy to see, storm surge, right? I showed you the size of that, so it's going to push all of that water.
For anybody that's down in Florida, I hope you're safe.
And with those gusty winds
anywhere near the Gulf,
miles per hour, that water is going to have nowhere to go. So that's where we're going to get some of that flooding. Rainfall.
Mikey's a little bit. Mikey's more towards Orlando inland. He's okay. Mom is okay. She said they might get rain, but I don't think they're going to get any of the hard stuff. So anybody that's down near that panhandle or anything.
We take a look at what we need to know. Well, know your zone. Stay tuned for updates and keep streaming us right here on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. We take a look at the local impacts, and these have not changed since last night. We're still holding.
Yeah, I agree, Toby. I hope he doesn't get called out either. She says her husband's on the FEMA hurricane team, hoping he doesn't get called out. I agree. I agree. I see what you're looking at, Truth. I see what you're looking at. But you really must have waked and baked. I didn't see it that way, but I get it. I guess I get it. It does, Michael. I enjoy this, and I enjoyed it yesterday too. I had an appointment. I'd have been here earlier actually, but I had a telemed appointment, so my apologies, guys. I like that only 16% chance for Pensacola. 80 or yeah, agreed. I gotcha. We got family down there too. I hope this works for you guys over the pond there. This should be what, early afternoon for you, Michael? Maybe mid afternoon. I think. I never get the time right over there. Who else is over there? There's a couple people that are in here that are over there. Where'd she go? Let me see. Welcome, Steven's Adventure. Good to see you this morning. Hold on here. I don't see her now. I also introduced Chopper, my secret weapon, on my shorts. Okay, Chopper. Sounds good. It's 3:45. Okay, so I was about mid-afternoon. That's kind of what I thought. Squishy, that's right. There's Squishy. So we got 2 UKers in here so far this morning. Always a pleasure to have you guys. What's the weather like over there? Since of course I can't really pull it up. I don't think it'll give me anything. But yeah, it's cooled down outside, and the rain is definitely flowing. I like fall, which I'm hoping that we start getting. I don't like the rain. It gets on my nerves after a while.
In our weather forecast, but look at all the colors here. So you see the blue, Brooksville, Zephyr Hills, you're in that tropical storm warning. Along the coast, you see a lot of red. That's the hurricane warnings. These are the areas that will likely see some hurricane force wind gusts. That includes Hudson up to Crystal River.
Good morning, Victoria. Good to see you this morning. Thank you for joining us.
So the main impacts coming in Thursday morning through Friday morning. And unfortunately, it does include a surge.
Gotcha, Chopper.
Well over 6 feet, 6 to 10 feet plus, with that rain of 4 to 7 inches. And we're going to heed all evacuations that take this storm seriously. It's just so intense, even though it's heading west of us. Yeah, we're going to see big impacts. In fact, that includes Pinellas, Hillsborough County, Tampa, Carrollwood, St. Pete. I know we've been through the ringer. We've been through a lot over the last year with
That's what my wife was just saying. She was talking to her uncle last night. They live down in Bama. Her whole family does. And he was saying the same thing, that sometimes when this stuff happens, especially when it's near the Gulf, that it spurs off tornadoes, and they bounce through there. So I hope that you guys in Bama are safe too, and that doesn't happen, because tornadoes down there, they're a little different than the tornadoes we have up here. I'll tell you that much. They make a mess. So yeah. Oh, we got thunder and lightning going now too. Yay. Yay. Welcome, Dragonfly. Good to see you this morning. Yeah, they're no joke. I've seen some mess. We both are going to get rain from here in Ohio and Indiana. Yes. What do you got? What's it like down in Missouri right now, Doodle?
Oh, it's beautiful here. The sun's out. It's nice. It's a little chilly, but other than that, it's good.
Well, that's good. That's good. Not everybody's getting this crappy rain and wind and all that stuff. Just woke up. First time in years I slept past 4 a.m. Well, hey, there you go. Good. Over in Cali. We're doing it, Michael. We're doing it Friday. It's going to be called the Friday Paranormal. What the hell did we say we were changing it to? Paranormal, Creepy, and Unexplained. Because we're going to be covering other things too, that, like, for instance, the vibrations that are coming out of the ground, the sonic boom people are hearing, and all sorts of, all the good end of the world stuff, that fun stuff. Good morning, Mystery. How are you today?
I haven't heard a sonic boom in a long time. I remember when I was a child, I heard him all the time. Have you heard one?
We don't get the booms, but we do get I've heard a lot of people talking about the booms, but hold on a minute. Let me let this play, but turn volume off. We get these weird underground vibrations. I don't know what the hell they are. Now, there's rumor that we have a few military bases that we're surrounded by. Okay. And it's probably going to be in the evening, Michael. I I'm sorry. I'm gonna see if I can work that out to where you guys can enjoy it and have it maybe in the earlier evenings or late afternoon. Maybe that way it'll still be night, but it'll be something you can handle, Michael. We'll see. Good morning, Mystic. Good to see you today. So yeah, we get these. There's a rumor that's flying around that there's doing something within the military bases. I don't know, you guys. I mean, I try not to jump down in them rabbit holes, but they're a little strange. Like, I'd be standing in my driveway or in my garage or something, and I start feeling underneath my feet, not around me, but literally below my feet, like a vibration. It's very strange. And there's nothing going on around me. Somebody said they think it's fracking. I've looked it up. I don't think there's any fracking in Ohio that I've seen, or unless they're doing it and not telling anybody. We don't have any oil rigs around here. We don't have anything like that, but we do have two military installations that are. I have an arsenal that I'm close to, and I also have Youngstown Air Force Base that I'm like kind of in between the two of. So if it's that, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but it's definitely weird.
Did that start after the train derailment?
No, it's been going on for a long time. In fact, my wife's father told me a story. He's a bit of a rabbit holer and a conspiracy theorist. I don't think it's the melon heads there, Michael. It could be the black-eyed children running rampant underground. What do you think, Doodle?
Oh, hell no. Run.
The Earth's plates are moving due to the core drilling. That's another thing I've been told too. Good morning, 12 gauge. Where are we at here? It could be that we do have a place in Nelson's Ledges called the Quarry, but they don't do anything there anymore. It's actually like a swimming area, and it's where all the, well, I'll put it this way. They have ICP concerts and hippie haven there, they call it. That's where all the, for lack of better terms, weed smokers and acid heads go. That's what they do there now. So it's not an active like quarry, but it's called the Quarry. You know what I'm saying? They quit digging in there a long time ago. Let's see. It's gray, gloomy, and very windy and chilly here this morning. San Francisco, not so beautiful today. Dago, the government is trying to drill into the Earth's core. I bet they are. Maybe they're trying to get to China, Sherry, to see if that'll work. You know, if you dig deep enough, we'll end up in China. And we can just make like a escalator that goes from here to there. What happened to that oil fire in Texas? I don't know, but we're going to check it out, Michael, because it's a current event. Toby says we have SpaceX testing site for the rocket engine. Shakes our house. Something awful. I don't know. It could be, but these vibrations are different. Like I can tell when they're doing maneuvers at the base. Okay. They do that on the weekends. They bring in the reserve officers or the reservists, not officers, and they blow shit up. That's all they do. Literally. They practice, on the firing ranges, and they drop mortars and do this and do that. We know when they're doing that. They tell us. It's different. This is a vibration where I'll be standing here for instance, in my driveway or in my garage, concrete, both concrete. And I just literally, it goes up through my feet. You can feel it through your whole body. It's crazy weird. Good morning, Miss Bonnie Bailey. Good to see you today. War games. That's basically what it is. Yeah. Basically, they're just practicing back and forth. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. $5 super chat. Coffee for you, my friend. I appreciate that, 12 gauge. Yes, Doodle's hair looks great, doesn't it? I think it does too, Michael. Don't be flirting here today, you two. I know how this works. I see you, Michael.
Where's the fun of that? I'm playing. I'm just
playing. I am too. Where are we at? Let me check the chat here, making sure I'm not missing you guys. For the Gulf Coast and watching the East Coast outer bands. Yep. Yeah, I think Indiana. I'm surprised Michigan's not getting rain. To be honest with you, but I know Ohio and Indiana are going to. Christine, Nevada. Good morning to you. What if it's? Maybe it's CERN opening up a portal to hell. You never know, Paul. Who knows? Maybe we got aliens now that have come to light. Maybe maybe the devil's going to be the next person they bring up. Say they'll have him at the Senate meetings or something like, okay, guys, I'm here. This is what's going on. You know, who knows at this point? I don't care. Let's see. Molly. Where is Mikey? Yeah, he must be busy today. Dragonfly, wonderful to have you here this morning. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, don't take it personal, guys. I promise you I will catch up with you. For those of you that are out hanging in the hallway watching us around the bend, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Please to make sure to hit that like button if you can so we can get this up in an algorithm. We're trying to get back in that algorithm. Good morning, Spooky Paws. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate that you guys like these early streams. Uh-oh, what'd she say? Oh, CERN, that would make a good topic for a show. I know it would for you, Molly. I know. See the second map, inflammation. Yes, I see it. You got something on the brain this morning, don't you, Truth? Good morning, Miss Boone. Not to be confused with Sarah Boone. She is definitely not related. I feel like I'm going to have to explain that every time. But good morning. It's wonderful to see you today, Miss Boone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This lady has proclaimed herself, I say this every time I see her, to be our #1 fan here, and I appreciate that so very much. So thank you so much for that. Let's see. Rocky Mountain Arsenal in Colorado had many years ago tremors from the disposal of ammo. Let's see, that's one thing I am not. It could be, but this place has been here forever. It's an arsenal. They had at one point buried things from World War I, weaponry and ammo, stuff like that. You know, large stuff. So I don't know, you guys. So this is what's going on with this storm front. Storm surge, whatever you want to call it. This is where it's at. I think some of us across the U.S. are getting rain, cooler weather. There's definitely been a low pressure that's come in, and I feel like I'm not a damn weatherman, but you know what I mean. I was trying to get Walt to start doing the weather for us, but hey, maybe not. We'll see. But anyway, that is what's going on today with this storm thing. I figured I'd bring that to you guys first, just because it's part of the day. And I wanted everybody to see this guy's tie, because I think this guy, he wears a different one every day. It's a trip. Let's see here. Bag it up. Oh, let's see. Oh, so as of right now, and we're not going to go super political in here because it does cause disagreements. We don't want that. Everybody has different feelings, opinions, and thoughts in here. We are to respect each other's 100%, even though this is a different type platform as to what we normally do. It is current events. I was looking earlier this morning, and it looks like as of now, I don't know how many people care, but within the general election for the presidential election, that Kamala Harris is leading. Not by much. God help us. But she is. Tornadoes.
Say what? She's leading?
Yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Here we go.
Yes. She's ahead of Trump at some point. It's not by very much.
Well, you know, she's known for head, so I mean, you know.
I do know that. Yes, I do. Hillary Clinton was leading too. Agreed. I do agree. Let's see here. They said it was a major shift. Let's check that out real fast. See what they're talking about for a second here. God help us. I agree with you on that one.
NBC News poll is giving us the latest snapshot of where the candidates stand with voters. Steve Kornacki is joining us now from the big board to break down these new numbers. So, Steve, a big difference from our last look back in July.
Yeah, Hallie, and frankly, a big difference from our polling over the last year when Joe Biden had been the Democratic candidate, generally trailing Trump in our polling. Now Kamala Harris, 49, Trump, 44 nationally in our new poll. Two significant changes to how folks view Kamala Harris seem to be powering this. First of all,
here's what I don't understand. With all this immigration crap going on, how is anybody even looking at her because of the things that she's done? Do you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Molly. I'm just saying, And this man's had 2 attempts on his life. You'd figure he'd be a shoo-in at this point. I don't know. I don't. Bedpans to knee pads. Hey, hey. Thank you, Molly. Hold on a minute here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Molly.
Just the overall impression people have of her. Is it positive or negative? Well, look, back in July when we asked about this, only 32% of voters had a positive view of the vice president. Since she became the Democratic candidate, look at that jump all the way up to 48%, a 16-point jump. And this as well, she's the vice president in an unpopular administration. But when you ask the question in our poll, which candidate better represents change right now, Harris, 47%, higher than Trump, the challenger, at 38%.
How about
now? See, I gotta go. Sorry if there's an echo. I gotta go with truth exposed on this. I don't trust this. I don't believe this either. It doesn't make any sense to me. NBC News polls what this is from September 13th through 17th. Okay, this is probably something that can change by the day. Truly, that's my opinion. And like I said, I'm with truth on that. I don't really follow this. Paul's good morning, Miss Kimber. Good to see you today. Thank you for joining us. I don't know. What do you think, Doodle? Do you think it's even remotely close, or do you think it's just kind of we all know mainstream media is a joke. So what are your thoughts?
At this point, I don't believe anything I see on here. I mean, it's like, who knows? Really, I think we're screwed either way. We're just going to have to go with the flow.
I agree. We don't have much choice, do we? I mean, truly, we have this and that, and then like Truth just said that, and I'm with her on that too. I believe Biden's Alzheimer's brain has more functions than Kamala's, and that's a that's a sad thing, guys. I'm just saying. Welcome to Undead Ramen. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Come on, dead peeps aren't changing their minds yet. Exactly. NBC is owned by Democrats and has some of the White House people. Oh, I know. That's why I said you cannot trust any of this shit, guys. I don't trust any of it, period. None of it. Even if it wasn't something like this, I don't trust it. I'm just saying, it's just, I thought it was interesting to see this. So, and it's currently going on. So it's too late to turn it around. Yeah, I was surprised. I think the whole thing that Joe did was set up. Personally, I think that was the plan from the beginning, that he was gonna run to a certain point and then drop. That's what I thought, and then she was gonna pop up and go, "Here I am, vote for me," whatever.
I was really impressed though, because our Amish community was actually doing early voting. They were all lined up yesterday, and I thought, wow, I didn't realize that they voted.
Neither did I. I was just going to say that.
But this year they were all lined up, and I thought, wow, they've even had enough.
Amish. I didn't know the Amish voted. That's crazy.
Here this year they are, because I've seen them all lined up. Crazy.
Wow.
I was like, wow, okay, everybody's had enough.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, next thing you know, we're going to see cats and dogs in line at that point. Well, at least, since they all think that. Whoa.
Well, yeah, here, but I don't know about Ohio.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The ones out of Springfield, they'll probably be voting for somebody at least to get something out of there. Just saying. We're going to look in on that stuff too, since it's currently going on. It happens every year. Uh-oh. Doodle. Miss Kimber said you better tell her. Good morning.
Good morning, Kimberfoot.
How are you this morning? Are you on a break, Miss Kimber? I hope you're doing well. I hope Mr. Kimber's doing good as well. Good morning, Daniela Kiriakou. Good to see you today. Indeed, the FCC Commission allowed him to bypass requirements that normally take a year to buy all these stations just before an election. Suddenly, Kamala is ahead. That's what I'm talking about. That's why you can't trust any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things, guys. We don't know what the hell is going on within our government. We're never going to. They don't want us to know that. And it's just one of them things that I've come to the conclusion, like, okay, so be it. You do your thing, I'll do mine. Because that's truly what we've been doing for years anyway. So I'm surprised Diddy's not running for president at this point. Let's see. And there's always that guy that's been in, I think there's a guy that runs every year that's been in prison forever. I can't remember his name. Oh, we're gonna look into that too. 12 gauge, no worries. Bernadette Thomas, welcome. Amish for Trump here in PA. See, I gotta look into our Amish community here. We have a big one. They could be too. I had no idea that they voted, though. I'll be honest with you. But at this point, who knows? I'm sure that they've reached out to them. Soros is a dangerous man. I gotcha. Yeah, and who's Trump's? Oh, yeah, Trump's second is from here, and I'm telling you guys, I'm not comfortable with him either.
Oh, I am. I love those blue eyes.
I mean, yeah, I get that side of it, but as far as some of the things he said around here, I'm not. I don't know what these racists are doing.
Have we really looked in to see? Is he part of the? Is it the Hatfield and McCoys? Which one is it? That the Devil's Dance or whatever? I bet he's related because he's from West Virginia, right?
You talking about JD?
Yeah.
I've heard that too. Yeah, I don't know for a fact. It's something to look into. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Absolutely would be. It's a good point. Rumor has it that like 2 million in donations made to Biden's run from folks wanting him to have been turned over to. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was a whole thing. I think from the beginning. There's Mikey. Good morning, brother. Good to see you. Good to have you here today. I got to agree with you, 12 gauge. It says we might have an animal in office here before long. Listen, you guys, I have no qualms with them having a woman in office. I think it's a good thing. That's not the one, though. She's definitely not the one that needs to be there. Not at all. And it's not because she's a woman. I have no qualms with that at all. It's this specific woman does not need to be there. That's my opinion completely. And nobody has to agree with that. Like I said, my name is Job. Hello, Job. Good to see you today. Toby said, no. Kamala gets all Biden money. FEC pack. See, and that shouldn't be fair. That shouldn't be right. I mean, I'm sure Trump doesn't care. I'm sure he's got his own stuff, but that shouldn't be fair. That would be interesting. Put a Native American in the office for president. How about that one, guys? Somebody that's actually a true American that's been here.
Yes, that would be
here.
great. That would be great.
Mm-hmm. Somebody that actually owns this land. Come on now. Let's be real. That's where it should be. It should have happened a long time ago. Politicians doing pressers wearing furries. Yeah, Murky, right? He's not getting back in. Let me see here. Politicians. So anyway, I just thought that was an interesting poll. And I'm like, whether I believe it or not, like I said, I'm with Truth Exposed on that. I think it's a joke. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of presidents that have come out of Ohio. McKinley, Garfield, William McKinley, James Garfield. Shit. I had them all rolling for a minute, Michael, and I stumped myself. Who the hell else did we have? McKinley, Garfield. I think Adams. I'll have to look that up now. Damn it. Anyway, including war, yes. They need to make it illegal for any politicians to trade any stock that has anything to do with government projects. That's a good point. Good point. I spent my high school years covering Reagan's second term reelect essay, hate election. Another, Reagan was just, in my opinion, I think his first term was fine, but by his second term, he was a lot like Biden mentally, Hey, Stitches, good to see you this morning. Some are not happy about Biden dropping out. Folks wanted Kamala to stay in her place as vice. I agree with that one. I think that was a catch-22. People didn't want Biden in office, but they also didn't want her to jump in. So that's the other thing, I think both of them needed to walk away, which I knew. Like I said, I feel like it was set up like that the whole time. That he was going to run for a minute, and then she was going to pop out and say, surprise, jump out of the cake type thing.
It's actually sad if you really think about it. This man has had dementia for this long, and they've just used him as this ploy. And anywhere else, that would be elderly abuse. I feel so bad for him because he has no clue what he's doing. And look how long he's been this way.
Nothing.
That's just not right. That would be elderly abuse anywhere else.
Yes. Agreed. I mean, how many times have we seen him How many times have we seen him doing something or giving a speech or something? He stands there and he just kind of zones out. And somebody has to walk over and go and tell
Yeah,
him what he's supposed to.
and
That's
he does
sad.
that little shuffle, the little dementia shuffle, and it's
Yeah,
sad to watch. It really is.
it is. It is. This man never should have been in office, as far as I'm concerned. He's a mess. But they had to do something because everybody was going nuts over Trump and his issues and this and that and everything else. But at the same time, I'm just saying. Then we had a Kennedy. We had a Kennedy that appeared. That one, he seemed like he was okay in the beginning until he started talking all the wacky weird shit he was talking. It made me a little nervous. Don't know what was going on with that guy. But he was a Kennedy, so that was important. Welcome, Kim North of 54th. Good to see you. Good to have you here today. Hi, I've been away traveling for medical appointments. I love what you said about Native Americans for your president. We have lots of First Nation people and federal. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I truly do. Absolutely, Miss Sherry. Like I said, this was their land. This was their country before it was ours. So, but, well, if you want to, you know what I mean. Captain Jenks is in the house. Good morning, sir. Grady Judd for president. I'm right there with you on that one. That dude should be. If anybody, he should be. He said he don't want nothing to do with it, though. I don't blame him either.
Oh yeah, especially when he says graveyard dead. I'm just like, that is one heck of piece of man meat.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Grady Judd. I think there needs to be a Grady Judd in every county of every state in the United States. That dude is the real deal. Just saying. Let me see here. So there was an I don't know if you guys watched 60 Minutes ever. There was I caught a clip of an episode a while back, and it was there's 60 Minutes Australia too. I was watching that just by accident, and they were doing a show and it was called Preparing for War Against China, Russia, and North Korea. And I'm thinking, what? Since when has Australia ever been involved in things like that? But then I looked, and they're talking about the United States, this, that, and everything else. And guys, I'm just being honest with you. I don't think that will ever happen because these large, well, then again, with China and Russia, you never know. But I'm just saying, all of these countries have the same power, basically. The big stuff, you know what I mean? The nuke stuff. It would be dumb for anybody to start a war that way. Because truly, nobody's going to be left. Everybody pushes that button at the same time. Poof. The whole planet's going to implode. That's going to be the end of it. So what the hell's the point? And I think most people know this. But then again, there are some dumb people out there. So you never know. Just saying. I was watching that and I thought, I just rolled past the clip I had on that when I was watching. I thought that was kind of a crazy thing. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think who said it was bullshit and hype. Yeah. I got to agree. Let's see. What else did we have going on, guys? Oh, yeah. Hold on a minute here. That's what we're going to look at here. All right. Hold on. I guess that's the newest. I don't see anything new with this. I'll be damned. Oh my God, this stupid thing. I need to get premium back. This is driving me nuts. I'm not used to having commercials and this and that. And nope. So they're saying here that I don't know if you guys are familiar. Well, let me do this first then. This started, I think it was 8 days ago. This pipeline fire in Texas that was roaring for a while.
Texas are responding to a massive pipeline fire in LaPorte, Texas, about 25 miles east of Houston. The fire has sparked grass fires and jumped to a nearby park. Evacuations are underway for people in the area. CBS News correspondent Janet Shamlian is in Deer Park, Texas, near the scene. Janet, what are you seeing?
I'm in the neighborhood, Lindsay, that has been blocked off right now because homes at the end of this street are smoking and they're.
Okay, so we all checked this out a while back. Okay, this is what it was 8 days ago. Now, from my understanding with what I could find on this, there hasn't been much of anything except they did show that there's people returning to their homes and their homes are just wrecked, folks. Like, what I gotta wonder now, yeah, there's nothing else listed. This is weird. Where'd that go? I just had it. Oh, and then there was a rumor that was done on purpose. It was a terrorist activity. No, it was an older woman that I think had an emergency situation and drove through the gate and did what she did. I think she's the one that passed on because there was one person killed and 3 recovering after that happened, that explosion. I think it was her. Now, where the hell did the thing go with the homes? 1 second. And they had I gotta wonder too, the businesses that were around that. How much money they've lost because they were shut down for so long. Do you know what I mean? There was a Walmart there and a couple strip plazas and that were shut down. So I wonder. And they did say that they finally were able to recover human remains from that vehicle that crashed into that. So that's where I'm saying that I think that older lady passed, sadly, but here we go. Yeah, so these are like, when we were watching that originally, I was really kind of like, wow, these houses are going to burn, the cars are going to burn, this and that. And there were 2 aerials sitting there spraying these houses nonstop just to keep them from doing it. Well, guess what? It didn't work. So what are we talking about here? Everyone that did look it up will see. What are we talking about? True. Just wait until everyone finds out that beef industry causes Alzheimer's disease. I've heard that before. It's not the first time I've heard that.
This is the vampire Louis Doodle.
Here's the thing, though, is that company going to pay for this, or is it going to be their own personal insurance companies? That's where the issue is.
All you cowards out there talking about.
We don't know where we're going to go.
This is one of the most difficult walks of Steve and Diane Hutto's life. The Hutto's home on East Meadow Drive in Deer Park is one of the closest to the still burning pipeline fire.
I thought it was a nuclear bomb. It fell out of the chair. The dogs were already out the door trying to get out. But then when I got downstairs, I knew what it was, the pipeline.
The second you step inside, you see the wrath of the blast and the damage from water used to keep homes from catching fire.
Even walking upstairs, you can see how hot it still is in these homes. In fact, you can even see the debris left behind because of the explosion and how much of an impact it had on these families. It's still seen written all over their faces.
Both the Deer Park and LaPorte evacuations are lifted, allowing families like the Huttos to assess the damage inside and outside their home.
I don't know what we're going to do now.
The Huttos are now grappling with damage everywhere they look.
I've never had anything like this happen to me. It sickens me. I mean, you work all this time.
So if you look in the background, that's all that's left burning. But they said that when they did shut the main off to it, but that there was so much of that stuff inside the the pipeline that had to burn out. So that's still what's left burning, that little flame back there in the background.
Time to make your house what you want it, and then the blink of an eye, it's gone.
There is one thing that isn't gone.
They should be in this box right here, and they don't look to be bothered. They look like they're in good shape.
These are photos of Steve's late son, Ian.
That's all I care about. It's literally all I care about.
A reminder that in the middle of their worst hour, there's light shining the path to a better tomorrow.
There's us at the zoo right there. Yep, it's coming home with me right now. So, yep.
I grew up always on the bigger side as a kid. I was always slightly thicker.
And now turning to that pipeline fire in Deer Park. This is a live look from Air 11.
Look what the damage this did. I mean, this is all the way around. It burnt all of that. And all of these vehicles that were local to this, very close and all that. That's why they're all still sitting there. It's kind of crazy. We never did something like this, Michael. We did a propane a giant propane leak. We did a gas station that we had one of those, but we've never done anything like that. That is insane. They don't fight this. There's nothing you can do to this. Like I explained that day. The only thing you can do is you can turn the valves off, the main, obviously. And if you're going to try to smother it, you have to use foam. You can't smother it as long as there's pressure behind it and it's still pushing. You know what I mean? So there's nothing you can do. They could stand there and hit like for a year and spray that with water and it's not going to do anything. So the only thing you can do is you can spray everything around it to keep it cool enough that it doesn't heat up. But you saw they were doing that. They had 2 aerials running. They had hoses. They had ground lines that were set up spraying nonstop on certain businesses and stuff. And they had a couple firefighters that were standing there holding things on hoses on other stuff. But again, there's nothing you can do until that goes down to where it's at now. And now it's small enough that it's not going to cause any damage. But we have done propane lines. That's a lot easier because you can smother that with foam and you're done. But you have to shut the valve off because you can't feed it. If it's still being fed, it's going to continue to burn. That's the whole thing. And a gas station explosion we did one time, which again is nothing. You had to call in 2 foam trucks from 2 different stations as mutual aid and smother the hell out of that. That's the only thing that works. Because just like you have a grease fire on a stove, you can't put that out with water. You know what I mean? You have to use something to smother so that there's no oxygen going to it, so on and so forth. But if it's being fed and it's a type of a fuel, you got to shut that feed off. That's all there is to it. So it's interesting, but it's scary at the same time. Yes. Yeah. The West Texas fertilizer plant. I do remember that, Toby. That's some scary stuff. Now we used to do training for the one I was telling you, Youngstown Air Force Base, disaster training and stuff like that. There's a couple things they can do, but if anything like that happens, there's really nothing you can do. You have to let these things burn out. It's really crazy. So I'm just saying, where are we at here? Where are we at? Making sure there's nothing in here. What do I got? What am I looking at, Molly? Hold on here. Oh, okay. So I guess it was brought to my attention that we did cover Diddy last night, but current event, again, current knowledge, I should say, that he's not on suicide watch, as it was stated. A lot of people believed he was. He's not. He's actually being held in solitary confinement, and he's sharing a cell with, I think his name is Sam Bankman-Fried. I think that's how you say it. Is it Bankman-Fried? Something like that. Anyway, he was that cryptocurrency guru. He was convicted back in November, and he's serving 25 years in federal state prison. And that came through the David Muir ABC newscast. So he's not on suicide watch. That's kind of interesting to me. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's a lot. So referring back to this fire thing, these are all the pipelines. Hold on, let me shrink this down just a bit so you can see it better. Look at all that. All the blue are pipelines. That's a lot, folks. This is just in Texas. So if that were to all go, good God almighty, that's crazy. There's nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. That whole spot right there on the map is gone, in my opinion. Yes, like electrical fires, car fires. You have to use foam. You can't use water because you're going to make it worse. So that's very true. Toby says my husband's base was there, killed all the helicopters. I'll bet. Definitely. Yes, that I've heard about, the human vaccines that were made out of bovine. Sorry. I've heard about that actually. Thank you, Molly. That's a lot. Military, HEMS, emergency helicopter. That's what I kind of figured you meant when you said about the FEMA thing earlier. All right, moving forward. So that's what's going on with that at this point. Where are we at here? Again, nothing new. There's a lot of damage though in that area. I'll say that much. And sadly, the lady that was in the car did not make it. That's a sad scenario. All right, let's see. Let's move this over here. All right. Welcome, Leslie. Good to see you this morning. Everything in Israel still going on, of course. Yes, there's been a lot of bombing in Lebanon as well. Same stuff, like I said, still going on. Okay, so crazy. There's nothing new really. Let's see with this. Well, sports-wise, for anybody that cares about sports, looks like the Washington Commanders played the Bengals, and Commanders. That's so weird to say. That was yesterday. What is today? Wednesday? No, it was Monday night. Sorry. That's the only thing they have as far as updates for that kind of stuff. I don't think too many people are going to be interested in any of that anyway. So I got to come up with a better format as to what I'm going to show. Let's see here. Okay. And of course, let's see here.
I had forgot to tell you, Dago, that I was listening to the scanner last night, and they still had protesters at the prison at midnight.
I figured they would.
Yeah, usually they are gone by like 10 o'clock, but it was midnight, and the scanner was still going crazy.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be an ongoing situation for sure. Absolutely. Hold on a minute here. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on here in Ohio and Springfield, of course. Welcome, Cassie. Good to see you this morning. Great to have you here. Give me a second here to get this. The stupid commercials are killing me. Okay. This was put up as of yesterday. Hold on.
I'm going to read this question first. The question is, when people look at Haitian people, what do they see? She perpetually asked. So thank you, Congressman, for having us here. This question was for my 9-year-old after she heard what's going on. Well, really, that was yesterday after we had a meeting. I went home and asked her again what's going on. So I am from a traumatic womb. I'll explain what that means. My grandmother was born in during the occupation of the United States of Haiti. My mom was born during Duvalier father, and I was born during the son. So I am literally from a direct line of traumatic wounds, and so is my children. So I have 2 kids. When all this came out, I had to explain to them why are they so hated, and for me, how it affected me personally, mentally. For a whole week, I actually didn't go to work for a couple of days out of the week. I stayed home because it was so traumatic. It wasn't traumatic just to me; it was traumatic to my children. I had to explain why. So when I talk about a traumatic room, traumas keep happening. When I moved here, that's when I learned that I was Black. So I had to learn that I was Black. Like, I knew I was born Black, but I am Black after moving here. Right. So not only I had to deal with being a migrant, a legal migrant. I came here legally. I also had to deal with being Black. I also had to deal with being a woman. And now I'm dealing with the constant, talk about all the things being Haitian means. I do not stink. I don't eat cat. That's not part of our diet. We don't eat dogs. We eat chicken. We eat pork. We eat,
There are literally people out there that are saying that Haitian people stink.
Oh, now that's heartbreaking. That's not
I mean,
right. That's
it's a thing. That's what she's saying. That somebody's Haitian because they smell. What? This is insane.
Well, I've met plenty of rednecks that don't smell too nice either. So I don't know.
I know people in a bunch of different, nationalities or whatever you want to call it that don't smell good. So I'm just saying, like, that's ridiculous.
That's heartbreaking that they have to go through that. Really, that's ridiculous.
It is. It's disgusting. And Paula's right. I live here. Okay. It's not that anybody hates the Haitians and they have any issues with the Haitians in general. They want them to be required to obtain a driver's license like everyone else, stop having several wrecks a day and endangering the people. They need to be able to adapt to being here. Okay. And it needs to be covered. It needs to be documented. It needs to be just like everybody else has ever had to be. That's all we're saying. I don't have issues with them. But the thing is they pick this one small town and they drop off 20,000 people. What? Why didn't you spread this out? Do you know what I mean? This is what I don't understand about this. It doesn't make sense. Yes, some of their what do you call that when people do things a specific way?
I hate to say it, but I think that's political. Where they take these immigrants is all political.
I agree with that. I agree. But they pick small town Ohio, Springfield, Ohio. It's a small hick town, truly. Okay. And they drop off all these people. What?
That does make you wonder what their goal was with that. A small town, what good is that going to do?
That's what I'm saying. And here's the thing. Everybody here's, I live here again. You know, I'm not going to be one of these people that's defending the area. Springfield, Ohio was not, you know, all sunshine and cornfields and all that fun stuff. It wasn't like that when these people were, it was already low income, poverty level type housing and stuff like that. And then this came in, these people came in and the people are upset. And I'm going to show something next after this. The people are upset because they're saying they're destroying the town, but the town wasn't in good shape to begin with. Okay. That's all I'm saying. It's yeah, Cassie, it's always been a mess, but it's just worse now. That's it, really. But they should have to follow the same laws that we all do. They should have to do the same things that we all do. There was an accident that happened where a guy hits somebody, gets out of the car, and walks away. You can't do that. They don't understand. I don't know if they don't understand or if they don't care about the things we do here by as far as our laws and stuff like that. I don't know how they're made to follow laws over in Haiti and where they're from and stuff like that. But here you have to abide by certain laws. I think that's what some of the issue is. And they're not like paying bills. Their garbage has been piling up. They're not having it picked up. They're not taking care of the things that we normally do. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. Truly. So.
The regular things everybody here eat. So I'll say this as well. So my daughter says, Mommy, when people looked at Haitian people, what do they say? Because I didn't know how to answer her, I asked her the question, how do you see yourself? She says, I see myself as someone beautiful and deserve to be respected. That is from a 9-year-old. Amongst all adults here, I do know we can do better if a 9-year-old can have this stance on how we deserve to be seen as who we are and be respected for it. This doesn't just affect us in, talking about this. You are causing constant traumatic trauma. You're causing trauma constantly to a group of people just because. So I say this. I want to stand in unity to dignify our collective community, as it as it says in the Haitian flag, "L'union fait la force." Unity is strength. So, Congressman Green has talked a lot about unity. This is not just about. It was the Asian community a while back during COVID. It is the Haitian community. It's going to be the Muslim community. It's going to be the Latino community. It's going to be some other community. If we don't take a stance about it right now, this is affecting our children. So if the adults need to step down and let the children speak on this issue, let's do it because the children understand how it's been affecting them. What I am proud about to hear is with some people that were at the meeting yesterday, when I talked to them, they went home and talked to their children. And I did the same thing as well. And I constantly talk to my kids that you are beautiful, you're worth it, you are dignified, you're respected.
So that came out of, but that was them stepping up to speak on it yesterday. But this is an hour ago. Hold on a minute. God, I hate these commercials. It's driving.
My problem with this is we still have homeless vets that are sleeping on the street and starving. And we're letting people in our country and we're saying, here, let's take care of you. That is so disrespectful to our vets that put their life on the line. That's where I have a problem with this.
Do you know how much money some of these people are being handed over? It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. And like you said, there's people that are struggling every day. Okay. It's unbelievable to me how much money these people are being handed over in like food stamps and cash and stuff like that. They're not even registered, you guys. I don't understand that. They're not on paper as citizens, and they're giving them thousands and thousands of dollars, government money, to feed them and clothe them and this and that. It just this is where I'm confused, honestly.
Tonight with the national spotlight, they spoke up at a city Hours ago, Kasha Hancock was inside that meeting tonight where things got pretty heated. So, Kasha, what were people saying?
Elise, it was a room full of mixed feelings. Some community members.
And that's the thing. The taxpayers that are working, earning their money, hardworking people, they're paying for this. It's coming out. Okay, like in Ohio, when I was still working, I remember my paychecks I'd receive. You get your statements, so on and so forth. There was so much money that was taken out in taxes. There was Social Security taken out. There was money that was taken out for the welfare system, okay, to support the food stamps, the cash influx that they get, stuff like that. It comes out every pay. It's part of it. So that it's a tax that we pay for everybody, whether it be for us, our families, or just people we don't know. It goes into that fund through the state to help pay for this. So yes, we're paying for this, but we can't get the things we need to survive, is what I don't understand. It's very hard to get involved in a program in Ohio if you're struggling in any senses. I've been fighting disability for a couple of years now, and I can't get that approved, but these people can be handed over $13,000 a month for food.
We have American babies that are starving.
Yes.
And we're just offering their food to other people that, didn't even get here legally. I don't get that. I just don't.
That's it right there. Yeah, I'm right with you. And yes, truth. No, let's not help our own people. Let's ship in some boats, give them some damn near. That's it. Bingo. These people are going to be allowed to vote, guys. Think about that.
That's not right either. If our felons can't vote, who the hell are these people to vote?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what we're doing right now, and it's complete bullshit. And you know what? Think about that. Ohio. Let's drop 20,000 people off in Ohio that can vote. Here's $13,000. Go eat whatever you want. Meanwhile, there's people that are, like us, that are eating ramen noodles every other night, and every now and then gets a hamburger and a hot dog. I'm just saying, like, why is this even close to fair? This is what my problem is. And I'm not trying to go political, folks, but damn, it's a problem. It's a huge problem. That's why it's an issue. That's why these people are pissed. Okay? I'm not saying that the Haitian people are purposely doing things to upset or to harm people, or that they're doing it. It's not their fault per se that the government is giving them this, in my opinion.
It's not their fault. It's our government's fault. They have no control. They're just looking for a better life. Although our children have to have a horrible, like, some of these kids are starving and we're feeding other countries. I'm just so confused. Like, where's that okay? How is that okay? Logically, that makes no sense.
There's people, the thing that really pisses me off, Truth has actually said it in the chat too. I put my time in. I worked as a firefighter, first responder, EMS worker. I put my time in. I gave my life possibly for others to save other people's lives. Should it be? It never happened, thank God. But I've done that, okay? I can't get this, and I got hurt. And I did it for years, folks. I worked a couple other jobs too, but the thing is that I always worked until this past 3 years. I can't get help with that I paid into for years, but you're going to hand these people over that don't even belong here free money. Are you serious? I don't get it. That's all I'm saying. I was a civil servant. I think that says something. Doodle was a civil servant. I think that says something. I don't understand this. And then there's homeless people, like I said, and you've said, that were veterans that defended the country we live in, the country that these people are coming to, that can't get shit.
We have elderly that can't even turn on their air conditioning or their heat in the winter because they can't afford it. But yet we're just going to go and give these people a better life, which, not saying they don't deserve a better life, but not on our dime. That's not right.
Right. Let's take care of us first. It's our country. We're the people. Let's fix us first. And then if there's something left over, then sure, I don't mind helping other people, guys. But damn, yeah, right. Can we fix us first? It doesn't make sense. And the government just steps back and goes, deal with it. Truly, that's what they do. Candy girl, good to see you, dear. They're paying for their votes. In a sense, yeah. In a sense. 100%. I mean, guys, I'm not going political. I'm really not trying to, but this is pissing me off at this point. I live in a shit ass state. No offense to anybody that lives here with me, but it is okay. It's beautiful in some ways and at some times, but it's shitty. We're very low income in this state in a lot of ways. Okay, there's a lot of blue collar people that are suffering. A lot of blue collar people that don't have a whole lot. Okay, and then they bring in all these people to take more away. I don't understand this. That's exactly it. Why don't they close the door? Because there's something they're getting out of this. Guess what? The voting. It makes sense to me. It's a big deal.
And let's not forget that a lot of these immigrants that come over were all young male. I mean, we're talking armies of them. And I say army for a reason, because when they turn this around, it may not be well. Really. I mean, these are young men. It's a little worrisome.
100%. 100%. I do agree. And when they're not documented, that's scary to me, because these people can do what they want to do. And they'll never know who they are. Are we allowed to drive around with no driver's license? What, Doodle, you're a retired police officer. What happens if you pulled somebody over that didn't have a driver's license, that's from here, that's American? What happens?
They'll get arrested. I mean, you have to have a driver's license.
And you have to pass a test to get that license, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So how is this okay that these things are happening like this?
It's not, but our government seems to welcome it. And it's crazy. We're losing control of our own country. And we're just handing it over. Take it. Sure.
Basically, yes. They absolutely. And yet, yeah. And it's not just Haitians, guys. I don't care where they're coming from. I don't care if it's China, somewhere in Europe. It should not happen this way, is all I'm saying. You know, it goes against the Constitution in a lot of ways, too. I just don't think it's right. And again, like I said, there's a lot of people that are in my boat that have put their time in. They've served their time, per se, as far as working in the industry or whatever they've done to you know, they work jobs and they can't do it no more. The retirement thing has become a problem. People that are trying to get disability have to struggle for it and can't survive. Okay. But we got other people that are going into grocery stores that aren't from this country, pulling out a card and buying $10,000 worth of groceries. How is that even real? I don't get it. I just don't. It pisses me off to no end. And I don't sit and bitch about this on a regular basis, guys. But now that it's in my state, like I said, we just brought how many? 20,000 people in. That's 20,000 votes for Ohio now. They sure as hell don't know how to drive a car, stop at a stop sign, but they're going to be able to vote. Are you serious? Wow.
And how are they going to handle their finances? I mean, they're not offered a checks and balances class. How are they even going to know how to survive here?
They're not. That's the problem. And that's why these things are happening, is that they don't know how to pay bills. They don't know how to set up, you know, your garbage disposal or your electric service. A lot of these people are living in houses that their electricity's turned off because they don't know what they're doing.
And the criminal side is scary. If they're undocumented, we don't know who they are. They could say they're anyone.
Thank you. Thank you. And these people can walk into somebody's home, kill somebody, SA somebody and walk away, and they'll never know who the hell did it because they're not documented. It's insane. Insane. Nobody elderly should ever have to worry about electricity getting. I agree with that. Nobody that's elderly or that has like a severe medical problem, that should never be an issue ever. Okay. People that have to live on machines or oxygen or something like that, that should never be an issue. But you know what, you guys, it is an issue. If that bill's not paid, sorry for you. You can get an extension possibly if you have a medical certification and you go through all these hoops. It shouldn't even be that. If you have a severe medical issue, I've heard of people that have had like cancer that have had their utilities turned off because they couldn't afford to pay the bill, guys. That's disgusting to me. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. In the winter, we would go around and knock on doors, to little like the elderly apartments and make sure that they had heat. And a lot of them didn't. They had it, but they couldn't turn it on. It was, did they want to eat? Did they want to get their medication? Or did they want to have heat?
There's
ridiculous.
You just said it right there, Doodle. The medication. These people, the elderly, I know I have a friend of ours that we've kind of like adopted as a grandfather. He used to be our neighbor. This man is retired as a machinist, made great money. He got a pension and he gets Social Security. He has a rent payment that he pays, which is like $800 or $900 a month, which is stupid because it's a 1-bedroom apartment, but whatever. And he's got a vehicle payment, okay? And that's, I think he's around $600 or $700 a month. That's all he had to have. He should have a bunch of money left after he is done with that, based on what his pension was from being a machinist. He worked for Parker Donovan, I think it was, which is an amazing company. Okay. He can't because of his, and he's got insurance through this company. I can't think of the name, the donut hole insurance or whatever the hell it was, where you get this. It's hard to explain it. But anyway, this man pays out the rest of his check every month so that he can survive and live. He's 82 years old, so he doesn't die, because the medication is self-sustaining stuff, okay? Life-sustaining, I mean. And he has to pay out $400 for a month's supplies worth. One he pays, and they only give it to him in a 3-month supply. He has to pay for it this way. He can't split it up. $785 a month for 3 months worth of medication. So there's that. There's the $400 one, and he's got 2 or 3 other ones that cost him about $150 to $200 each. How is that even like legal? It's like robbing the elderly, in my opinion.
And even the electric companies, when they will leave the elderly's electric on for like CPAPs or oxygen machines, they can tell exactly how much energy is wasted on like a TV or even on heat, and they will still shut them off.
They do. They
It's
absolutely
crazy.
do. They absolutely do, you guys. They do. I have a nebulizer here, okay, because I have asthma and COPD from smoke inhalation from when I was a firefighter, and I'm an idiot and I smoke, but it is what it is. And I have a CPAP machine because I have apnea, okay? I've had my electric turned off because I was late on it. I had my electric turned off because the idiot that showed up at my house wouldn't wait 20 minutes for my wife to get home that had the card that could have paid the bill. They've done that to me before. So in turn, I had to let him turn it off, call them, have them come back, which they said they couldn't come back till the next day because it was past their turn on time, and I had to pay an extra $75 for a turn on fee. Are you fucking kidding me? How is that legal? I don't understand it. 20 minutes is all it would have taken. I don't get this. I don't get how things run here. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, it's bullshit to me. I'm sorry. Welcome, Just Debbie. Good to see you. There needs to be things put in place for the elderly, first and foremost, for the veterans, for people that have, you know, life-threatening illnesses. It's bullshit. They should not be able to turn your utilities off or throw you out on the street if you're cancer ridden. I'm sorry, but they shouldn't be able to do that. But it happens every day, you guys. It is absolute bullshit. I'm sorry I'm getting all upset about it, but it bothers me in a bad way.
Not to mention the elderly that have some kind of state insurance, and then when they pass away, state will take their home.
Yep.
Family won't even get their home because they want their money back for insurance. But yet we have these immigrants. Here's free health care. Explain that.
Free health care, free food. Here's a $10,000 check. Go buy clothes and furniture for your home. What? They're giving them homes, you guys. Rent free for 6 months. I read that the other day and about shit myself. Are you serious?
And I hate to bring this up, but you know how many diseases have crossed into our country now?
Absolutely.
Not that they mean to, not that they did this on purpose. It's just their lifestyle. But we have like jiggers and stuff like that just walk through here.
Yes, ma'am. How is this even? We have COVID still. Okay. Well, that's going to have to be clipped. But anyway, we have that C thing going around still, okay? And it's happening. There's a lot of people that are, I don't know that it's that right now, but there's something else that's going around. There's another bug going around right now that everybody's getting. And I'm not just saying here. It's been in Missouri. It's been in Ohio. It's been all over the place.
We could at least do the vaccines, which you'll have to clip that too. Sorry, but we'll have to, something like that. They should have at least had that as a precaution.
I agree. But none of that was done. They brought them here by the truckloads, dumped them off and left. It's sick. It's ridiculous. And we're just supposed to go, okay, come on in. Thank you. I'll eat dirt. No problem. It's bullshit. It is bullshit. I know, Sherry. That's the thing. That's something else too. Why are we paying taxes on disability? Why are the elderly paying taxes? I'm not saying you're elderly, Shirley. I'm just saying that brought that to mind for me too. Why are the elderly paying taxes on disability or Social Security? I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. Some of these people have paid taxes for 60 years. You don't get a break at all? It's bullshit. It is bullshit. Yeah, but I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to you. You know that. Welcome, 12. Good to see you. Green-eyed monster, 20,000 just crossing the border. And yes, I'm going to Mexico, then coming back with the illegal. That's a good idea, Boone. That's a good idea, guys. Let's all cross the border into Mexico and then come back with them, and maybe we'll get all that shit. You know what I mean? It's insane to me. It's bullshit.
We ride it, Dawn.
Yeah, right. I'm down. Let's go. Mount up, regulators. I'm just saying, this is bullshit. Convicts get better jobs than someone with a clean record. Very true. I've seen that happen too. Hey, Alicia, here's my question. Why are the Haitians treated so differently from Mexicans crossing? Do they take the Haitians' children too? I don't know. But I know that it's not just the Haitians, guys. I know that that's just the issue in Ohio right now. That's why it was being talked about. But it's insane to me. What's up, Arctic? Good to see you, buddy. No worries about being late. It's a big problem, guys. You know, there's people that have, like I said, debilitating diseases. I have, like I said, COPD, asthma. I have chronic arthritis because of my injury. I also have or what the hell is it called? Jesus, with my back, it's an issue. Okay. Yes, I refuse to have surgery because I don't want to be paralyzed. I'm paranoid about that, and there's no guarantee that the surgery is going to fix me. So I deal with it. Okay, and I have all these things debilitate, or I can never think of what the hell it's called. Debilitating or deteriorating disc disease. I have that, and I have a couple other things within my back. And I'm still fighting to get on a disability. I know people that have fibromyalgia so bad they can't even stand up half the time unless they're drugged or they're on some kind of medicinal therapy or something like that, and they can't get it. Well,
They have big pharma. They have us too. Like everyone, they all own everything.
You ain't lying. You are not lying. It's all take, and no give. It's nuts. Welcome, group. Good to see you. Yeah, I've heard that too, Paula. That's disgusting to me. People that were turned down after they were deceased. Yes, my aunt went through a whole thing. My aunt worked at what we call here Packard Electric, Delphi. That was a big money-making job, okay? Back in the day, they worked alongside with General Motors. They made the harnesses and stuff for vehicles, okay? She retired from there. She got some sort of a pension for a period of time, and then it ran out. And she ended up living low-income housing. She got state insurance, but then because she was older, I think she was 70 when this happened, 65, sorry. She was getting her medications. They were life-sustaining medications again. And the state medication, I think it was Medicaid Medicaid was paying for it, okay? She missed an appointment because she didn't understand how it was set up, and they cut her insurance off. For her to get back in was going to take 3 months to get this taken care of. So she was going without this medication. She couldn't pay out of pocket. She was making like $800 a month. That was her income. She had to pay rent. She had to pay this. She had to pay that. She couldn't get into this it was low income housing, but she still had to pay a certain amount. So she had to survive. Okay. There was no food given to her, none of that kind of shit. So she had to survive. She died. Okay. Because she didn't have the right medications within that 3-month period of time. Her appointment came up and she would have been approved for the insurance. My mother filed a lawsuit immediately as her sister against the state because should have been emergency assistance given to her. There's something called emergency assistance. If you're knocked off of whatever you have, they have the ability in Ohio to give you emergency assistance. They wouldn't do it. my aunt died because she didn't have the medication she needed. She ended up with a she threw a blood clot to the brain, and she had a stroke, major stroke, and she was gone because she didn't have the blood thinners. Nobody could afford to buy this stuff either. You know, we tried to help her in different ways. Nobody could do anything. So it's horrible stuff, guys. It is horrible stuff. But anyway, let me finish this. I've been rambling for a minute here.
Members say the city of Springfield needs to move in unity and be able to accept people no matter where they come from, while others say they don't think the United States should be, quote, bombarded with people, whether they're here illegally or legally.
It just adds to the point that they want to put Haitian citizens above the regular citizens.
Darlene Yealy of Springfield saying it makes her angry that her hometown is still at the center of national attention. She tells me she believes Haitian immigrants get away with things others in the community do not.
There was an accident close to where I live on Durr Road yesterday, close to Roses. A Haitian ran into a concrete block and smashed the front end of his car. Those things happen all the time.
Others who spoke in the meeting sharing similar views.
And I want to know why.
Do you guys know how many accidents have happened from these people in Springfield? There's been like 15 or 16 accidents in the past month. And a lot of them just get out of the car and walk away and start walking towards home. Is this what happens over there? But that's not how we do things here. It's crazy, you guys. There has to be regulatory laws for these people where it's got to stop. And you have to see that you have to, if you're going to be here, that's fine. Abide by the same things we do. What's fair is fair, folks. That's all I'm saying. A whole bunch of these accidents are happening on a regular basis, and they're not carrying vehicle insurance because they don't understand it or whatever. They're getting these cars because they're being handed all this money. They go drive it, wreck it, and walk away from it like it's no big damn deal. I'll get another one. What the hell? Springfield's not very big at all, Debbie. It's just a small town. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of what I could describe it as. That everybody knows. I mean, shit. I can't think. Right. They don't have signage over there. They don't understand stop signs. They don't understand streetlights in some senses. Slow, children at play, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. I agree. That's a good point, Truth. But still, what the hell is going on, you guys? This is why the documentation needs to happen. They need to go through. If you're going to bring mass people in here like this that have no idea about our cultures and our regulations here, you need to make them understand it before you set them free. That's like taking a whole bunch of puppies that were just born a month ago, throwing them in a room that has brand new white carpet and say, have fun. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to piss and shit on everything. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. AK, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, our Springfield is a small town. I can't think of exactly. I'll tell you how big it is in a minute here. But
why are these people being coddled and pampered and giving us a beautiful life, a life better than I live?
But there were other residents, including members of the Haitian community, encouraging the city of Springfield to be open-minded and to remove any hate they may have, adding they don't fear the Haitian community, but they do fear the hate that is present in the community.
I feel for my refugee and immigrant families and kids who have done nothing except escape and try to find safety.
I think it's time to stop the rhetoric idea that Haitians is this, Haitians is that.
Springfield has 57,019 people. Add the 20,000 that were just thrown into there, but just saying, that's their size, population size. Sorry.
We need to embrace the idea that the city of Springfield needs to unify. We need to be united. We don't need to fight over nonsense stuff.
We'll continue to update you on air and online at Dayton247now.com as we learn more from the city of Springfield. Back to you.
So there's that. And Arctic just made a comment in chat. He's absolutely right. That's part of the problem is it's been made so difficult for people to come here legally. Okay. That is an issue. it's almost impossible in some senses for people to do it. I get that. But these people, though, the difference with this is that these people are being thrown here, like thrown at us. You know what I mean? That's part of that issue there. And at least I feel that's an opinion I have, and I do agree with him on that. It is an issue. I don't think, well, and that's what I said. People have customs, and when you bring people from another country that have certain customs and things that they live by, that's what they're used to. Just like if you were to take us to another country, we live by certain customs that we're used to, and we have to adapt. They need to adapt. Okay, they really need to adapt, is all I'm saying. I think we can all live together, but there just needs to be some guidelines put in place. Truly is what I think. I guess there was an issue that happened I'm trying to think about this, in Chicago. Okay, about this. I'm trying to find it because I saw it yesterday.
Not to mention these children in foster care that, or even these child services that go in and take these children out of their homes because they don't have electric. Are they doing that to these immigrants?
No.
See, that's not right. That's not right. We have children in foster care just wanting a family. They can't even get a family, but we're going to take care of other people? No.
Right. Exactly. Now, I think truly they should have to follow the same exact rules that we do. That's the thing where it's been an issue. Okay, we have rules. You have rules. You live here. You have the rules. Period. We live here. Same thing. Debbie, what the hell? My ex died, and for years I had no idea until Social Security told me since we were married so long I qualified for it. Yeah. Widower's benefits, I believe it's called, and my mother-in-law gets those. His new wife didn't get it. Crazy, I had not. I think it's due to if you're married 10 years, at least here in Ohio, I think it's if you're married to somebody 10 years or more, you get their benefits per se. Like my first wife, she won't get them because we were only married 9.5 years. Thank God, the creature. She doesn't need any more comforts. I promise you that. She's engaged to a rapper and they make plenty of money, so she don't deserve any of that. But my wife now would get it. That's not all. Prisoners who are getting out, there won't be any jobs for them, even if they do want to live a legit life without crime. Those entrance level jobs. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're being handed over to people that are not from here. We all watched the droves of young men with weapons come across the border. That is, 100%. This is what I'm saying, guys. It's dangerous and it's scary. They just need to make regulations for this. They need to regulate it, set guidelines, make rules, make them follow the laws just as much as we do. And I think it'll calm down, but they're not doing that. They don't want to take the time to do it. And I agree with this now. I didn't see this until the other day. It didn't register in my ding-dong brain. It's about the votes. It's instant votes, folks.
Yep, and we will get no change until we get a different president.
Right. Oh, I know. Yeah. That goes without saying, 12. Come on now. I think we all know that. There's not going to be any change. And again, it doesn't matter what we, the people, stand up and say. They don't care. It doesn't matter. Good point, Arctic. Good point. Let's see here. Checking info on return of parents mysteries. So some of those kids in foster care were taken without really checking info of return to parents. Yeah, that's kind of sad too. It really is. Really is. All right, let's see what we got going on with this. This is another situation going on. This was out of Chicago. Why is there no volume again? See, this is why I hate to say this, you guys, because I'm an American citizen, but I've been independent because there is nobody that catches my attention at this point. Harris, Trump, none of it. I can't, look, I'm not going to get into that because, again, political talks turn dark and ugly quick. But my status or stance on it, I'm sorry, is I'm independent at this point because I don't care for anybody that's out here. We had Trump has done some stuff that I gotta say, anybody that gets brought up on charges for something should not be in office, in my opinion. Just saying. Biden has his issues too. But I don't think his issues are criminal in that sense at this point. The things that he's done have caused some issues to come out looking criminal. I'm not saying he's purposely doing it. I don't think the man knows what he's doing, in my opinion. That's why I've kind of backed away from all of it. And I just said, am I even going to vote? Who do I vote for? I don't like anybody. So who do I vote for? You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem because there's a lot of people that have the same stance that I do that don't have anybody that they're comfortable voting for.
At the end of the day, we just want our country back. No matter who's in office, we just want our country back.
Very true. That is it in a nutshell. Hey, Blaine, good to see you, dear. The Kennedy, when he was running, like I said, I was like, okay, this is a Kennedy. I was kind of excited. And then he started saying some outlandish, wild things. And I'm going, what the hell? What's this about? You know what I mean? So it's a scary situation right now, you guys. And all we really can do, you either make a choice and you do what you do, or you don't. There's nothing else we can do. There's no reason for us to get we're all going to get angry about certain things, but getting angry about it is not going to change it. Getting upset about it's not going to change it. Nothing's going to happen until change happens within the government. And that's not anything we can do about that. And in my opinion, I should say, they say vote. Okay. But who do we vote for? That's where the problem lies. Some people are going Democrat, some are going Republican. I'm not going anywhere because I can't figure out what the hell is right or wrong anymore. I have my issues with one side, I have my issues with the other side. So this is why I don't really have the conversations like that. But these things that are in the, how can I explain what I'm trying to say here? Different areas of the country are having issues with multiple things. This is a whole different situation. These I can never say this word right. Venezuelan gangs and stuff like that. We've watched that over the past couple of weeks. We've seen this. Again, this is something new going on. We have the Haitian issue in Ohio. We have this here. It's all over the place, you guys. It's crazy. Welcome, Brandy. Good to see you. But still, just saying.
Illegalities and the criminal activity of these migrants or non-citizens. The city of Chicago is going to go up in smoke. It's going to go up in flame, and there's going to be nothing that the National Guard or our government can do about it when the bloodshed hit the streets, blacks against migrants.
Zach Massey did time in state prison with Tyrone Muhammad, although he's only 27. He's a leader on the streets and said he's disgusted by the money going to Venezuelan migrants at the expense, he says, of the African-American community.
I finally actually talked to him on the translator app, and he told me all the things that he got going on, how they help him get a car, apartment, clothes.
So this is the same thing I was sitting here bitching about earlier. It's just different cultures now, but it's going around in the circle, you guys, wherever you're at. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's ongoing throughout the country at this point, and it's issues with everyone is having, or issues that everyone is having with the way things are being handled. Truly, and that's what that's all about. So I'm just saying, hopefully all I can say is hopefully it changes. Hopefully something happens to change it. Hopefully somebody steps in and makes changes or does something. Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe we'll be surprised this November. Who knows? Well, it ain't gonna be in November, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know anymore, you guys. So there is that. there's so much going on. I'm trying to find something a little different besides political shit.
Yeah, that always goes dark real fast, doesn't it?
Well, it's something that we all have strong opinions about, and I respect that truly. But it gets us all up, and everybody's ass lights up on it. You know what I'm saying? And I understand and respect why, but we can't keep going around in circles about it. There's so much more going on. But these are the things that people get upset about.
This is a good chat, though. They've done really good.
I'm very much impressed with it, and I appreciate the passion everybody has too. Truly, I mean, everybody's making very good points and very respectful. You're all being very respectful. I'm very proud of that, and I'm grateful to see that. So let's lighten this up a little bit if we can. Since we're doing that let's check out some news. That's a little more lighthearted than what we've been looking at. This is some interesting shit, to say the least. Give you guys a little laugh here.
Kept hearing it. I'm ducking and everything. Died in the house. I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
Can I ask you, if you won all the money, what would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
He dropped he was scared. He dropped his hot pocket. But this guy, he hits the lottery. He wants hookers and cocaine. I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying?
We were hoping for a different answer. That's probably not the answer that we're looking for.
Well, the sign says that it's 4 quarters for an hour, but a quarter only gets you 15 minutes. Yeah. So if my math is correct, that's not an hour.
That's not an hour.
Not an
but
hour.
It is. And also
a quarter 15 minutes.
And also my mom thinks I'm a baby, so I can't walk to school sometimes. And also she thinks I need protective gear when I need to ride a bike.
You probably do. I think I agree with your mom.
I know how to ride a bike already, even without protective gear.
Did you really snatch an 86-year-old woman's purse?
She wants to hurt me. And the bitch don't even know me. I hope that they beat her ass. Some of the women in prison beat her ass every day for long as she's in there.
Some people might say that's harsh.
Tell her, Grandma.
Well, so what she did to me was even worse. I'm supposed to feel sorry for that.
That sounds like wisdom.
That with a gun if you didn't get out of my house. When I pulled the gun out on him, I guess he didn't think it was a real gun because he didn't worry about it. He just kept on walking. When he was coming downstairs and told me he was going to kill me and F you, all that, I shot through a hamper that he was carrying, and it was a full metal jacket bullet. I went straight through the bag and hit him in his leg.
How does this kid know what the hell a full metal jacket bullet is? First off, but damn. Through the hamper and all.
And he started crying like a little baby.
Charles, why did you come so early this morning, man?
The reason why I come so early just to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday, because I feel it's really good to come, because when Martin Luther King's birthday comes on January, I would say it's important to always come to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday, because it really is important.
Did anybody get what this man just said?
I have no idea.
All thing I caught was it's important. He's struggling on this one. I don't know what he had for breakfast, but I think he smoked it up pretty good. That's all I'm saying.
It's good.
I can't hear her.
Nobody can. I think that's the point.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't that fire truck? She's going off, whatever she's saying.
I think she said her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Yes, it does. Why is there no volume on any of these? Or is that the whole point? Reports of shots fired, one man sent to the hospital, and this guy is just telling a story and nobody's hearing nothing. It's important for everyone to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday. I think that's what I gathered from that too, Phil. Oh, okay. So this is where I got shot right here. That's the patch.
Yeah, that's a war injury.
Yes.
Yeah, like, on some other stuff. I don't know.
All right, well, I'm here. And what's your name?
Devon.
All right, well, I'm just talking to Devon, and I can't believe all that just happened.
Well, I just had got done feeding my chickens, watering them and stuff, and I walked back to my house there to get my phone so I could play a video game on it. And all of a sudden, I heard a big boom. I looked back out my door, and the electric pole fell, and the lines were falling, and the geotackers sideways into the fence, and there's a guy come out screaming and squalling and running around.
He was screaming and squalling. And
Why do they always find a guy like this every time? It's like they're like that redneck, that one. No teeth, no bra. Get her.
And he's a NASCAR fan. Don't forget that. That goes right along with it too. Okay, not that there's anything wrong with that, but they always got to be a NASCAR fan. Just saying. What is squalling? Screaming and squalling? Is it a word I'm missing? Squalling?
Yeah, squalling, squawking. You just keep on talking. You just complaining.
Okay, I got you.
About like a chicken with his head cut off. I told him he need to get out of that water, but say I didn't know he was getting eaten up by bees. I thought he was just high. That girl in that little bikini, she had a little red dot over her.
Think they learned their lesson?
I'd say by today they are. If they feel like my leg feels, I'd say they're learning.
What does your dad and whatnot think about all of this? Because I'm sure that he's an athlete. Is he an athlete, your dad?
Yeah, my dad was an athlete, but now he's pretty fat. he used to eat like 2 liters of ice cream every single night, like of those Murray salted caramel ones. And then he used to get really angry at Mum because Mum didn't always buy it for him.
Yeah.
But when Dad got really angry, Mum started buying it for him all the time.
Yeah.
This child's telling the whole thing, every bit of everything that goes on, and I don't think she's supposed to say any of this, but it is what it is.
And then he had to suck his gut in for photos. It was really funny.
I know, he's flat. How fat's your dad now?
My dad, he's actually lost 20 kilograms since Christmas.
Yeah.
Because he's seen me eating so healthy because I've been inspired by Sally.
Yeah.
So now he's just eating cucumbers. And he was like 105 since Christmas, and now he's like 81.
Wow.
How did it happen?
Yeah, we had a few odd man rushes there in the first period, which was not good for us, but I mean, everyone had their nerves going and everything like that, and then, which we were glad to just keep them to 1 and everything like that, and then we went back after the period in the locker room, just talked about what we need to fix and everything like that, stick to the game plan, get back on it and everything like that, so just paid off, stick to the game plan, stepping up defense and everything like that. No pinches, everything like that.
You moving on to the semifinals. Your uncle, Stu, played here a while back, I think 20 years ago with Alexandria. Did you get any advice from him coming in here to the tournament?
Yeah, I got a nice long text from him this morning saying don't let the atmosphere, get your nerves shaken up and everything like that. Just play your game, which is what I tried to do out here and everything like that. So, yeah, definitely help from him and everything like that.
Moving on to the semifinals, you get Stillwater.
Did anybody count how many times he said and everything like that? Because I think it was probably around the range of about 22 through that whole conversation. He said about 25 words, but 22 times he said and everything like that, in my opinion. No regrets. No regrets. Or no, how was it? No regrets. Yes. I love it, Doodle. I love it. No regrets.
Initial thoughts on the big matchup?
It should be a great game. I can't wait to play them. I know they're doing good. Only 1 loss on the season, I believe, and everything like that. And we're ready for them.
Flossie, you say you're a little tired this morning. Is that right?
I am tired.
She is very tired. That's actually, I heard, your favorite activity to do at the center here is to take a little nap.
Take a nap many times as I can.
You sound like a very busy lady. Yes.
She's 110 years old, for Christ's sakes. What do they expect her to do at this point?
It would be great if she slapped her.
No shit. No shit. Let me sleep. 110 years old. Good God. God bless you. God, I thought my wife's aunt, I told you guys, is 104. Leave this woman go. If she wants to nap all day, just let her go. Yeah. After 110 years, guys, can you imagine what this woman has seen in 110 years? Jesus Christ. That's insane to me. Yes, let her take her damn nap. Thank you, Blaine.
Later today, Flossie's family is going to be coming out here to throw you a big birthday party. Are you excited for your party?
Not one bit.
What would you would rather be taking a nap, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Flossie, the people on
I'm telling you, the slap thing might be actually coming, Doodle. Like, she's like, get the hell out of my face. Leave me alone. This is too much. This poor woman.
TV want to know what the secret is to being able to live so long.
I don't know. I don't fight it. I live it.
She doesn't fight it. She lives it. Any secret food or anything we can all be eating every day to stay alive as long as you?
No.
I heard a big noise sounding like a truck. I said, what in the world is that? So I was finna get out. He said, no, you ain't. He said, I said, what is that out? He said, that's a tornado. So he let the windows up and held me down in the seat. And I was hollering, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. It was down and it went up and went right over my van. Thank you, Lord. But that's what happened. It come right over my head.
I can't even imagine the feelings you guys must have been going through. So you actually helped her get her down, right, Alan?
Yeah, I told her to lay down and I covered her over.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys ever been through a tornado
No,
before?
I never seen one in my life.
When you look around at all the damage, I mean, what kind of damage have you guys seen?
It was just it's stuff flying in the air. I guess where it done took up
His shirt, young and getting
in
it.
the air. So
His shirt says young and getting it.
But I was just getting ready to say that. Yeah. Young and getting it, and it went over her head. He held her down. Come, Jesus Christ, this is insane. Hold on a minute. Truth, go ahead.
Right behind the slaughterhouse, then it went up, wasn't it? Then it come back down, and it went on around.
When you look down at yourselves and you see that you're okay, what goes through your mind, seeing that you're all right?
That God had an angel over us, and that's what I see. God is good. Because that van, it tipped it a little bit, and that tornado just went over that van, because it came straight to us. And when I said, Jesus, 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 that tornado went up over his van.
What happened? Oh, well, it's really quite funny. I was in bed sleeping at 2 o'clock this morning. My wife comes in and says, oh, the shop's been, someone ran into the shop. And I said, oh, what? So I jumped out of bed, and all I had was my undies on, and I walked out the front, and I've seen the car smashed, and I seen the bloke walking back to the car. Oh, well, I tried stopping him and say, hey, mate, don't be taking off. Like, you've just crashed into the shop. Oh, and he goes, oh, mate, I fell asleep behind the wheel. And I'm like, yeah, righto, mate. Well, you still don't be fleeing the scene. And he goes, don't be a hero, mate. I wasn't trying to be a bloody hero. I wasn't trying to be a hero. I was just chasing him down the street, and it was supposed to stop, and he just decided he'd scoot up the road, and I just said, no, it's not going on like that, mate. You ran down the street in your jocks? Yeah, in my undies, yeah, correct.
That's probably what happened. Cap says that those two got married after that interview. I'm just saying. I can't say that I would argue with you, Cap. And thanks, Bill. Enjoy adulting, and I appreciate you being here, brother.
Down the street in my undies, and then he started getting too far, and I'm like, oh, well, I better catch up to him quicker and come back home and got my car. And started chasing him up the street in my little purple car. And then he went down a side street, and then the police were coming, and I flashed them and sent them off in the direction of him. Well, there you go, a possible career in law enforcement for you, Daniel. Oh, yeah, well, it's a head start, isn't it? But, mate, all I had was me jocks on. I was chasing him up the street, and I'm just like, mate, like...
Because you told me that this is your mate's shop, and you didn't want him to get away.
Yeah, no, well, me mate's mum's had this shop for like 40-odd years, and look at it. Look at it.
Now, I'm not going to ask you if you've committed any crimes, but are you expecting a reward
for your amazing neighbourhood watch work here this morning.
Yeah, handshake from me, mate, and I got it this morning.
Oh, wouldn't you like to live next door to Daniel?
Positive today. Yeah, thanks a lot.
And Daniel has just become the local neighbourhood hero here.
Oh, sign that
Thanks a
man
lot,
up.
guys. Thanks a
Not
lot.
the neighbourhood watch. That guy needs his own show.
He doesn't need. That's what I mean.
Fantastic.
Sign him up. That's
Yeah.
one of your best interviews ever, Michelle.
Yeah.
Show back in Sydney.
Yeah.
Would you like your own show?
Exactly. He'll be undercover. Good one, Phil. Good one.
If I'm going to be with Koshy, I will.
There you go, Koshy. And you sign.
You know, all good superheroes wear their jocks on the outside, so
True.
it kind of fits the brief.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun.
Yeah, but I had nothing on bar me jocks.
Yeah, Lisa.
Well, you missed that bit of the uniform, but that's okay. You're a hero in our eyes.
Wow.
Well done, Daniel.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot, guys.
Goes to show what you can achieve in your underwear.
Well, we'd been down at Options Tavern at a Stubbies and Singlets party and
Beautiful.
got dropped off by a mate up the road and decided to walk down the survey, get some noodles and went to jump over a sign on the way and slipped over and busted my plugger.
That's so Australian.
Busted a plugger.
So you've got a busted plugger.
Singlets shorts party.
What are you seeing that's happening at the servo?
So, was pretty concerned about my blowout I had and looked up and saw a white Commodore pull up, two blokes with shirts around their faces and and sort of thought something was a bit sus, so better go and check it out.
But you look like you got reasonable guns. You've been working out in the gym. You look reasonable, buddy.
Mate, I don't go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in years. The only gym I go to is Jim Beam. That's about it.
James, it's Sylvia here. I got to ask.
This
I
guy's
understand
dying.
you're married. What did your wife make of all this when you got home and told her what had happened?
I'm not actually married as yet. That was my manager that hacked my Facebook and put up that I was getting married. But yeah, she was more concerned that I broke the brand new pair of pluggers that she bought me on Thursday night.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, James, have you managed to get yourself a new pair of pluggers?
Yeah.
Mate, I've got the team Muttdangers fishing team. They're going to sort me out with some.
And what was that
Unit
name of the
Clothing's helping me out.
The who?
The team Muttdangers. Look them up on Facebook and give them a like.
You had to ask. You had to ask.
And,
I thought that was what he said, and I thought we'll just let it go through to the keeper.
You're the reason I came back from holidays. It doesn't get any better. Righto, folks, that's our show for the year.
Well, that was interesting. Make sure you guys have your coffee cups full. That newscaster was losing his grip. Like, that was too much. So there was a request out of chat. Let's see what we got here. You still here, Doodle?
Yep, I'm here.
You're so quiet. that 110-year-old lady, that's still killing me. She did not want to be bothered with shit.
She was adorable. Just adorable.
Yes. Too cute. Hold on a minute. Okay, so Truth Exposed said we should check this out. A little bit more lighthearted than what we were talking about earlier. And it's good to smile, guys. We need to smile, especially with what we get into every day. So let's check it out. You'll never guess what Grandma wants for her birthday. Let's see what that is.
No, you're right.
How your dick hanging?
Well, let's talk about your birthday real quick.
All right, Grandma, you shocking your great grandchildren. I want you to know that. They have a shock right there. Oh, my great grand.
Yeah. Can you answer this question for me? How does it feel to be 100?
I feel like I live in no Mexico.
You feel like what?
A lemon open squares.
Okay. And how many more years? You want another 100, right?
Oh yeah, I want 100 and 100.
So what are you doing to celebrate your birthday?
Huh?
What you doing to celebrate your birthday?
Give me a piece of it.
I know.
Oh! I
And this is live.
Live.
I have to get up for that.
Oh my.
Yeah.
The reporter is lost for words. I know. Just take a deep breath.
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't go hot now, Mom. You ran to the back.
All right, I'm gonna ask you one more question.
Yeah.
We're gonna hopefully keep it PG.
Gotta keep it PG. What?
So what does it mean to you to make it to 100?
100. Mom, come on. You can't
Come
do
on.
that. You can't.
We'll talk about the dick later. But tell him what it means to you to be 100 years old.
What it means to me to be 100 years old, I can get 100 dicks.
Grandma,
no, come on, man.
put that on camera. You can't put that on the news.
You have to talk about
Mama,
something
you gonna
besides
be on
that.
TV.
You
Mom, say that on TV. And Mom,
You can't say that on
you
TV.
raised us to really be good people, to go out and help people, and be the best we could be.
So why don't you talk about
and we
that?
wasn't. You didn't tell us nothing about dicks.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the conversation.
That's how
You didn't get to
Okay, we'll see what we can do. If you do this nice, we'll work on you a little bit. Okay? All right. Now, we want to know about how you feel. You're 100 years old, and so don't tell them nothing about no dick.
Yeah. None of that.
None of that. Tell them about that other stuff that, the
nice stuff, Grandma.
I need this. Okay?
The good stuff is you.
Oh,
Grandma, you have
Mama, when I tell you God, you blessed by God, ain't you?
Oh, yeah.
Video.
I blessed my dick.
Oh, Jesus.
That's it.
Listen, I got her saying something good.
Okay.
So we're good. I was trying to get more, but we're good.
You sure you don't want to give up a little more, Mom? How you feel about us?
I feel better when I get a good dick.
Oh,
that's enough.
Hey, she's on a mission. And she's 100,
yeah.
and I ain't telling her nothing. I can't tell her nothing.
Okay. All right. Okay, but you
How big is yours?
Grandma.
Wow. So I think she had something on her mind. You guys, maybe? Wow. Let's see here. Oh, hold on a minute, you guys.
Dang, I thought Milo was a horn dog. Granny's getting it. You're muted, Dago.
Yes. Yeah, and she really did ask him how big it was, you guys. Like, come on, Grandma. It's a little crazy to me. Let's see what else we got here. She was into that reporter for sure. I have to say that was funny. Truth, thank you for that. Let's see what we got here, guys. Little laughs never hurt anybody. He was a good-looking dude. I'll say that much. All right. Give me a second here.
Self-defense class. If you're ever on a walk and someone tries to rob you,
Give me that purse, old hag.
Step 1, kindly ask them not to rob you. Please don't rob me. I'm a poor old lady.
I don't care, lady. I'm a poor guy, too.
Step 2, find out who they are. Who are you?
You know who I am. That's right. You remember me from last year. I robbed you, and then you sent me to prison.
Step 3, find the nearest object and pick it up. I found a bottle.
Why do you have a beer bottle? You must be an alcoholic.
Step 4, smash it over their head.
No,
Eat Pansy.
What's wrong with you, you crazy bitch?
I'm sorry. Can I get you something to drink?
Yeah, actually, that would be nice. Thank you.
Step 5, grab some tear gas. How about you drink some tear gas?
Oh, that ain't tear gas.
Ouch! That looks painful. Step 6, give him a towel to wipe away the gas.
Here's the towel, Puppy.
Oh, thank you, Granny. I'm really sorry about all this.
Step 7, grab a duffel bag with a little man inside of it. Have him attack.
That's a big shot. Oh, yes, it was. Oh, my gosh.
Size doesn't matter. Step 8, give him a mattress. He could use some rest.
Oh, yes. I really could use a rest.
Step 9, while he's dressing you, tase him. Face down, ass up, you criminal.
Oh, just like in the prison showers.
Step 10, offer him some Neosporin to clean his wounds. That looks painful. This should fix you up.
Neosporin? You just shot me!
Step 11, call your grandson and ask for help. Hey, Russ, I need you to come here.
What's up, Granny? What do you need?
Take him to the firing range.
And do what?
Boom!
I guess I could use a little bit of Neosporin, actually.
All right, dude, time to go.
Wait,
Grandma says, Grandma goes.
No.
Why do you always pick the heaviest people to rob you, Grandma? John, help! I am helping. You gotta shoot, you teeny man.
Step 12, have him stand still. Stay here.
Okay.
You're gonna need my walker.
All right.
Hold it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Grab a gun, shoot him. Boom! Gotcha,
Rough day. That's one crazy bitch, man. Always picking the wrong people to rob.
My work is done here. Don't you ever try to rob me.
Thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more videos.
What just happened?
Well, Granny's packing heat.
Oh my God, that was insane. Somebody sent me that. It's definitely interesting. Let's see here. That I can't get the 100-year-old grandma out of my head. Truth, thanks. I'm gonna be laughing about that in my head all damn day long. Yeah, I think Granny does have some rage issues, Blaine. That's a fact. And I had one other.
The sad part is, I think I will end up being that 100-year-old grandma.
Right. And yeah, Squishy, we can't get that 5 minutes back, sadly. But hey, what are you going to do? All right, guys, let's watch some more news here real quick. Oh, by the way, you can say hi to Tony, my other co-host, Tony, over here. We have him out getting ready to decorate for Halloween. So he thought he'd stop by and hang with us for a little bit too.
Is his nickname Boner?
I guess it is now.
Awesome.
T2014, hello and welcome. I can't remember the details, but I think she or her grandson are connected to it. I think so too. I think the grandson is the one dude, but yeah. Good point, T. Good to see you, by the way. Thank you for joining us. Cockney got a trip out of that one. Boner. Ha ha ha. Tony the Boner. Death of Slim Shady about did it. Yes, I did. I did hear that. Actually, Mike Caden had me listen to that a couple days ago. Interesting, isn't it, Murky? Oh, I understand, T. It's great to have you here, though. I appreciate you. All right, guys, we got some more news broadcasts here just to see what they're saying.
I'm so pale.
You're on it.
Today, snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands.
DD Mangudu.
Once it's turned on, the sign will spell out Deli Cat Essen.
Can you demonstrate for us what it's like to brush our teeth's pet just a little bit?
Certainly. It's going to be areas.
Did she just say, can you demonstrate what it's like to brush our teeth's pet?
It happens.
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah, that's true, too. True. Thank you, SRB, and good to see you, dear.
Of Drist and Mizzle. Drist and, what am I saying here? Mist and Drizzle. I literally combined both.
Good to see. Oh, you've been joined by a beautiful lady. There's a man, actually, Derek.
I just kept hearing it. I'm ducking and everything. Died in the house. I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
Let's get excited about that 69. I mean, that's pretty.
Now, y'all know it's serious if you drop a Hot Pocket, folks. If you drop a Hot Pocket, you better be looking for help on the other side. That's all I'm saying.
Good this time of year, isn't it? I know you're excited about the win, but how about that 69?
Over the last 2 years, hundreds have landed in the Summit County Medical Examiner's office.
My brother used to break in our house and steal the TV.
But now he's dead.
Mind you, that's in Ohio, the Summit County Medical Examiner's office. Yeah, that's like 15 minutes from me.
Probably sit around and cook some soups and eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
Bye.
You like the a slight chance of some participation. It's rain. It's going to bring a possibility of some rain that will be moving into our area.
Did you grab anything when you walked out the door?
Grab nothing but 2 Tortino's pizza out of the refrigerator and my doggy, and we left. That's it. I tried to grab some other things, but they wasn't even worth it.
That was funny. I'm sorry. I mean, not for him, but for me, yes. Let's see. I had a couple of these. I think these are great. Like I said, it's good to open up your lungs first thing in the morning with your coffee, you know. Oh. Thank you, Doodle. Or SRB.
Now to sport with Meredith Sheehan.
Action 7 reporter Christine Pay is at the scene with what we know. Apparently, we don't have that story. Right now, astronomers at the University of
investigation in Southwest Albuquerque. You can see right here.
I'm Scott Mattis live in Hernando, Mississippi, where there's been spottings of a cougar, and that's not it. That looks like a house cat, but we're just feet away from where a local man rolled his cell phone video on what some say is a cougar. I'll be right back with a live report.
Oh my God, that was greatest. I loved it. And that's not it. Kitty. The cat just sat there staring like, can I help you? That was great. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was the poop shuffle.
Hello and welcome.
This guy had no idea what the hell he was doing at all. He ran across the whole studio, come back and go, hello, I'm here.
I mean, that's pretty good this time of year, isn't it? I know you're excited about the win, but how about that 69? When Monique Vanderstrom first opened her Waianae dairy farm in 2008, she wanted to sell milk, but all the rules and permitting required to bottle the milk made it difficult for the small farmer to do so.
If that's your kind of thing, Maria, you love doing it yourself.
Good morning, everyone. Sometimes, yeah, I can. Take a look.
Last week, Twitter said guidelines were being updated due to confusion. The company says any users who tweets content. Excuse me. Okay. All right.
Your participation activity today is swinging. It was acceptable back when Hal and Joanne were.
Really getting tired of these commercials, you guys. I gotta figure this out. You realize I've never, since I started, I've never not had that premium service, and I don't have it. I haven't for like a month now, and I'm getting commercials like crazy. I see what you guys go through now. It's insane. I couldn't do it.
Case of participation. Go to the dollar store and get a fishbowl. Oh, swinging at a playground. So either way, you get your activity in for the day, I guess. There's that.
Well, good cardio.
Oh my God.
Some of the best, they say.
I think he got fired.
Some of the best, they say.
Sorry.
Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Once it's turned on, the sign will spell out Deli Cat Essen.
After being briefed on such a horrific crime.
Well, they've long been an Easter show staple.
1 million BT customers could see their bills full.
We're waiting to hear from Jeremy Hunt.
If you'll remember, last year he was dealing with a bulging disc issue, in his lower back.
Let's go back. Oh, that's not terrible. Back to the hoses. Goodness gracious.
I think I don't know how many people have had that problem in the past, but it's one of the things. Welcome, Moonlit. Good to see you. They do that on purpose to get you to upgrade. I refuse. Not today, Satan.
Joining us in our studio now is the leader of Scottish Labour, Kezia Dugdale. Thanks very much for being with us.
A police department in California.
That woman just said Scottish labia. I know you heard it. I heard it. I know you heard her say it. She said Scottish labia. Moving on.
California is taking an unusual approach to catch porn pirates red-handed. Porch pirates, yes. Pardon me.
The weather is kind of like Harvey Weinstein's assaulting us today with the heat and the temperatures.
Push into our vicinity, I was about to say Virginia and vicinity at the same time.
You don't have to relegate yourselves to crackers and ding dongs, right?
I mean, I do love a good ding dong.
To Nap about what's been the difference, what clicked for him.
And leading the news this morning, the Conservatives have made big gains.
Along with the many weapons he already has.
I do believe he was wearing a white t-shirt and blue jeans whenever he took off.
Here's a...
You got some Galveston beer!
Well, thank you. That will be nice for after we are done covering this.
All the latest traffic to help you avoid those hotspots this Friday morning, plus lots of your photos. Put a bit of smoke. Smile your face.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Thousands have been built here over the...
The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
I would be surprised if they do.
It's an invasion.
Pardon me. My apologies.
What's this going to mean for the region?
My apologies.
Should we take a poll and see who all thinks that woman got cussed out at the end of this thing here? I'm telling you, she come in there like flying, slid sideways to grab them kids. Like, what were you doing? You should have been paying attention, Mom. That was hilarious. And look, his face is classic too. I love it.
Sorry. South Korea's policy choices on North Korea have been severely limited.
Bueno, mis amores, eso es todo por hoy. Ay, mi amor. A ver.
Oye, todavía no se ha casado, Clarisa, tiene to...
Mezi nimiž nechybí Sabina Laurinová, Roman Zach nebo Sandra Nováková. Speciální pozornost byste měli věnovat také herečce Evě Josefikové.
And since the snow started this morning at about 6:15 to 6:30, it has not let up at all. It is coming down pretty steadily here.
I know you guys saw at the bottom of the screen where it showed that this was Springfield, right? I hope you saw it. I can't get over it. Springfield again. I don't know what the hell this thing back here is creeping along, but
in Springfield, you can see that the visibility has been reduced. I've seen countless spin outs and
at 4.
Welcome to NBC Boston News at 4 o'clock.
The Toyota.
Shit. Oh.
I did just fall off my chair, but I am okay, I promise.
Is Dunkirk good, Simon?
Investigators say 2 Hispanic men pistol whipped a 71-year-old man, but say the victim was not the target. It's the wrong video right there.
Over the last 2 years, hundreds have landed in the Summit County Medical Examiner's office.
My brother used to break in our house and steal the TV.
But now he's dead.
I'm on Jackson Street, and I call the police on my own kids. I'm sick of it. Hey, boy, shut up.
Here's like an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Your name? Adrian Peterson. Wait a minute. You're not.
Yeah.
I knew you.
And first and last name, please.
Erica O'Donnell.
And can you spell first and last?
First-Last.
I meant your first and last name.
Also on Chef was Constance Landry. She says she's lived here her entire life, almost 80 years, been through just about everything.
Ain't no 80 years old.
Well, just about. I'm sorry, Miss Constance. 76 to be
No,
exact.
75.
75. Are you coming back to New Orleans and New Orleans East?
Is the elephant heavy? I'm coming back, baby.
We will not stop disrupting until Jacinta Allen steps down. She needs to resign.
They came out here to do what? What did you guys come out here to do? What was it? Why?
We came out here to experience the weather.
You just came out here to experience the weather.
Yeah, we heard about all the evacuation going on.
I got food. I got my fried chicken. Miller beer. Always Miller beer. I hope my pastor didn't hear that. Sorry, Reverend Chapman.
Thank you very much for giving me this. And I appreciate my friends also. My wife.
I wondered if you guys caught that he said that. I see you did. Effaculation. That's what he said too. Effaculation. They're effaculating everybody out of the area right now, guys, because it's a dangerous situation.
And my girlfriend. My wife. Yeah, sorry to say.
Oops. That was probably a mistake that he didn't want to make. Girlfriend, wife. Is there 2 or was that?
Yeah, his funeral's Friday.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Send flowers to this address, please, because that was a big one. But sorry, you're done.
I'm so sorry, my wife.
Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Joy Redmond. Your time right now, 7:57. Take a look here as MDOT traffic zooms into an accident you certainly want to be aware of as you're heading out the door this morning. All right, let's focus on the...
Right now, 3 helicopters are attacking the fire. And as you can see behind me, this is Thompson River. They're filling up their buckets right here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
this note written in rocks is actually relating to her or not. But wow, that was really dramatic. There's a reason they call these people heroes. I mean, they were going at a really good clip there. We've had some hot weather. I guess, you know, the good news is, yeah, send, what does that say?
Send nudes, please. What the hell? Oh my God.
Send something, please. Let's say help.
Well, but it looks like the hiker or that young woman appears to be okay physically. Looks like it was a successful operation.
That is Diamond. A couple had stopped at the Subway in Grove City for some lunch when they saw this little dog barking and honking at its owner to hurry up. The video was posted on Facebook. Turns out this is not the first time Diamond has caused a ruckus. The pup has been seen around town doing this.
That is hilarious.
Todd's about to lose it. But seriously, what a sassy dog.
Look, the boss.
A chilly start for some.
A fairly quiet weekend. 88 in Mobile, Fairhope, 88 Pensacola, Destin at 88.
Right now, dew points in the 20s and near 30 degrees.
That man just farted on live TV. Purposely.
I can't say I've ever had a chili fart. Well, I mean,
No.
chili fart, but not chili cold fart.
They're usually warm, yeah. But I know you guys saw him back up and go, and that was, yeah, he really did it on live TV. Like, dude, if you still have a job, I'm surprised.
Across central Mississippi. Well, hey there.
I don't know what's going on, but Zane doesn't know. Are you sure? Are you crazy sure?
That's little Freddy Krueger. Look at his shirt. That's little Freddy Krueger. Look at his shirt.
Mm-hmm. I bet that was interesting. He just came out of nowhere. I don't know what's going on.
We got a little bit of interesting things going on right now. Take a look at what's going on right now. You want to point out the weather right now?
Yeah, there are farts everywhere and toots. It's crazy.
It's a cloud deck out there now that hopefully we can get. Oh,
probably welcome news for some areas because this is a part of the state. Dee Dee looks a little tired out there, doesn't she?
All right, 42 degrees outside right now in Chesapeake. 40. Guys, don't make me laugh too hard. I might precipitate. All right, 46 in Newport News, 46 in Norfolk.
Thunderstorms. There's thunderstorms.
I love that guy. Do you guys know who that is? He's a comedian. Oh, shit. Now I can't think of his damn name. He's hilarious, though. Bert, what the fuck is his last name? He never wears a shirt anywhere. But anyway, yes, he's hilarious. I love this dude. Caden turned me on to him, actually. But anyway, yeah, he's on Joe Rogan's show a lot. He is a trip. That's good. This is good, though. I like this.
You guys ready? Stay home. Don't go out. It's raining. It's just me and you.
I want to go to my safe place.
I love you guys.
We love you. See you later. Let's talk about your forecast.
On the Death Star, a very cool 72 imperial degrees. You'll find the weather up here is more like Hoth, yet down here is more like Scarif. You will.
So I think he's trying to sound like Vader, but he sounds more like Dark Helmet from Spaceballs, in my opinion. I'm just saying. Pineapples. Yes, Doodle. Pineapples. Safe word. Safe word. Agreed, SRB. Agreed.
You'll notice also much sun from these areas here and here. But I do not want to talk about the weather on Alderaan. Oh, just a little joke. In Metro Vancouver today, you do not have to wear a sweater, but tomorrow It will be very cold and disappointing.
For the first time ever, there's going to be a live commercial. What could go wrong? It'll star Adam Driver, known for The Force Awakens and Girls. He kind of looks like my brother, too. Maybe that's why I give him a... You go, dude. All right. What? I didn't say he was cute. I didn't say that. All right. Here we go. I'm like sweating. Okay, wait, no, I got this.
They're trying to dump out in front of traffic, and she's like, no.
I got it. I needed it. Thank you. Okay, I'm just crying a little bit. 60 degrees in Charlotte right now. All right, never mind. Here you go. I'm like way too hot. I can't stop. Oh my God.
So that's the okay.
Qué buena la acogida que le dieron en Mexicali. Se ría. Señores, hoy estamos preocupados por el huracán.
Mon Dieu Seigneur. Aïe.
La gente aquí está loca por verte en bikini, pero la cámara nada más está tomando la mitad de tu cuerpo. ¿Le podemos decir al camarógrafo que abra?
Mira mi cuerpo, Raúl.
No, pero ahí no está. Yo quiero que la gente vea en el... A ver.
How are you feeling? Excuse me? Can I speak English?
Before Fun Trip, I had tried a bunch of fad diets, little short-term things that never really seemed.
You? Me? No English. No program. Every time happy. I have a pen. I have a oi. Hey, a pope. Oh my God. Thank you. Go. Go home. I go home.
F erbij.
F?
F erbij.
F van Frans.
Maar is toch wel, ja, Frederik.
Fuck you.
Nee, oh nee, maar dat... Ja, ik zie op de televisie, dan ben ik al lekker.
Hij klinkt wel als een eentje, joh.
Ik kan die handen wel lekker.
This reminds me of a movie clip from Cheech and Chong. Just saying.
An example of what we're seeing here. Look at them sharing water just out of the cap of that bottle. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was water.
Well,
It looks like you've been training for this for some time.
I've been doing this for about 25 years.
Beth, Coach, it's a pleasure to be with you guys here on the field from up close, just watching Coach Vance Joseph from here. You watch him now on the screen. This diversity in his background is helping him a lot tonight. Quarterback at Colorado, defensive back in the NFL, and here he is having the time of his life.
A former British serviceman, Leslie Binns, turned around to save a woman who'd collapsed while she was on her trek. But he's now attempting to scale the world's highest mountain again. He's going back and joins us now in the studio ahead of his next mission. Good morning.
I think you have the wrong guest, sir.
You are Todd Landman,
I am
aren't
indeed.
you? You know, it's ever so
You
funny.
look so heroic.
I looked
very
at this
much.
man, I thought, he doesn't necessarily look like a mountaineer.
I think our mountaineer is that man behind us.
That's the one.
Yeah, are
All
you
right.
open?
Okay, ready?
By the way, we're also
Who's
doing
going
this.
first?
Who's doing yours? Where's yours?
Don't
Who's
take your
sharing?
contacts out after you do.
Ernie Bjorkman's doing it. Oh, jeez.
Here we go.
Really? It's not a tiny bite challenge.
Oh,
it's a
my
one
goodness.
chip challenge.
What's wrong?
Stick that whole thing in there.
hot.
Come on, eat the rest of the chip, Ernie.
No, it's too
Can we
hot.
lick your feet? Oh.
Oh, come on. You guys are overreacting. Did you eat the whole chip?
Yeah, I had the whole chip. That's why it's called a chip challenge.
You look fine.
I've got hiccups now.
I get hiccups when I eat something hot.
That's not bad.
I gotta go home.
Here's the good thing. There's only 10 calories.
Oh, Natalie's losing her breath. Oh, Natalie threw up. Ooh, this is going very poorly, folks.
Poor Natalie.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Kim, it sucks really bad. That doesn't help either. The steroid thing never helps me, so it's a pain.
Oh, I like. You all right there, buddy? You okay? You need some water?
You're
Maybe
not
some
gonna
milk?
win.
No sweat.
Oh, God. I swallowed the rest of it.
There is milk here. Can we get a close up on his eyes?
Oh, my God.
I should also say, to be fair, Jim.
Did you eat this? Oh, my God,
Yes.
you did.
I'm Ethiopian. My family is African. So I've been eating hot sauce since I was a baby.
This isn't affecting you.
Did you see the dirty look he just gave me? Jim, it's okay. You can just give up now and drink some milk.
Mm-mm.
You're literally sweating, Jim.
You stop talking.
Okay. Can we get a medic in here for Jim?
He said stop talking.
My lips are on fire. This is not affecting you at all?
At first, initially, oh yeah, like my nose was like a little runny. But I'm okay now. You look good though, Jim. You're glistening.
Caden and I did this. No, I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. Caden was fine, not me. Nope. No. My daughter did it. She was fine. Brandy smelled it and said no and threw it away. So yeah.
Basking, shimmering. All right. So can you just say that I won?
You didn't win.
He didn't drink the milk, but I clearly won.
Why?
You let us know what you think.
No. Oh my God, I think I'm having a heart attack. All right, I can't. I'm gonna. Oh my God, I think I'm doing damage to my digestive system.
It's fine.
A sticky situation at an airport in Tennessee after baggage was sprayed with raw sewage.
Sprayed?
I know. Well,
Soil is one of those words. There's just no way to say it. It just sounds like.
I don't want to hide from them anymore. What do we do?
Are we not men?
yeah.
Chunky moisture.
Oh.
it's the two words.
Yeah.
Corn? How'd that get on my bag?
Okay, too far. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Kim, I'm in my appeal. I was turned down once. I'm in my appeal for this time and pray to God that it happens. It's such bullshit that it's that hard to do. You know what I mean? I understand there's people that really don't deserve it, that just don't feel like working. But it shouldn't be this difficult for people that actually have disabilities. You know what I mean? I agree with that.
Here's the deal. Just wait. This just it. We're on TV. There are people watching. We're not in a private area. Just FYI. Oh my gosh.
The deals are. Well, that was tasty.
And then what do I do with it?
Just face it towards the sky, not towards the cameras.
Upside down?
Upside down. I've done it twice. You should have been watching.
I wasn't watching.
Now, I told you that this was going to be the best live TV ever.
I can't hear out of my right ear.
Now the doors are closing.
Oh, wow, you can look out! This is so cool!
hogy az emberünket ugye két játékos követi. Ugye látszik ez abból, hogy folyamatosan mennek fölfelé, egy ellenfele van, és próbálja ugye visszapasszolni. Ugye látszik az egyértelműen, hogy ők hárman egy nagyon jó háromszöget zárnak így be, ugye? Nem ezt akartam, hanem ezt. Tehát látszik ugye az, hogy itt ők így együtt, ugye törnek rá a kapura. Ami nagyon fontos az lenne a szituációnál, hogy itt, ahogy felállnak, a kapusnak egy nagyon nehéz helyzete van. Ugye próbálja ez a játékos, ugye a kapus zárni, ugye ezt a szöget. Látszik azt, hogy nagyon kell figyelni arra, hogy hogyan fogja tudni ezt megoldani. De látszik azt, hogy ugye megijed a játékosunk, míg rengeteg lehetősége lenne. Lőtte volna ide fölfelé, ide is, befelé is mentett volna. Tehát számos szituáció ott volt a markában, és ehhez mit csinál, hogy látszik azt, hogy ezt a játékos folyamatosan próbálja, miközben ugye látszik a másik emberünk, az ellenfele, egyszerűen ő oda ment.
Now you're watching BBC News. Just bear in mind it is August. This does not look like a walk in the park. Dog owners and their pets in California have hit the waves in the second annual World Dog Surfing Championships. Here are the pictures. The competitors' main challenge is to...
Is it me, or does this guy have the personality of a cardboard box?
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, dude, are you a pizza box, or are you a newscaster? Like, what the hell's going on, bro?
Stay afloat on the board. This is in Pacifica near San Francisco, but there are also prizes for the best dressed and tandem surfing dogs. The winner, of course, being crowned top dog. That's a shame. We've run out of pictures.
I could see
Well,
Walt doing that.
Let's get the latest. On the other side of the newsroom, Ben Rich can get us out of that one. Ben.
That's the best thing I've ever seen, Simon. They give you all the biggest stories, don't they?
I need Julie to put a jacket on because we're all in white. I asked her before we came on. Julie, you need to put a jacket on.
Flat out, I haven't had time. Does someone?
Come on, I told you 2 hours ago. We know in
Amber,
chat room.
this is not. So I'm sorry, I've been flat out.
Well,
honestly.
I'll call wardrobe and we'll get something.
No, if you give me a second, if we can ask, I'm not sure who your lineup is today. If there's just a jacket floating around out there, ask Danica.
Unless you want to run down and see if there's a jacket.
No, you're right. No,
Wardrobe's
you're
open.
right because you told me it's fine, Sandy, but there can't be three of us.
No.
And I made this clear 2.5 hours ago.
Amber, if it's an issue, I can get on out of here.
It is an issue. Go and grab a jacket.
Jenny, someone able to grab me a jacket, please? If it's an issue,
I wasn't saying it for no reason. The wardrobe girls would be furious downstairs.
I'm wearing blue for one, Amber. I don't want to be having
look like it. Jenny, get someone in, a producer. I told her this 2.5.
Are you kidding me? Like this? What the hell? Because they're all wearing white.
There's one hanging up outside the control room. Just get it on. There's a black one hanging up. There's a black one hanging up on the back of my one.
If there's an issue, I can just head on out and get back to work because I'm flat chat. I genuinely forgot.
I rose. Time now to head into the chat room, and joining me today is psychologist Sandy Ray in Melbourne and Nine's Julie Snook in Sydney. A big welcome to both of you. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon.
I think that girl was jealous because the other one, maybe she thought the other one looked better than her or whatever. I don't know. That was ridiculous. Anyway, so I got a couple more requests here. I'm just going to show this two couple things. I think we're going to be done for this morning because it's afternoon. And you guys have to try this. I am addicted to this now. I love this. It's Dollar General coffee, by the way.
Is it the pumpkin coffee?
Nope. This is just the caramel cream.
Oh.
Yeah, guys. God, it's so good. I could drink this nonstop all day long. It's that good. It is that good. Let me see here real quick. Or wait. You guys got me. Let's see here.
I want to try to make the coffee ice cream. Have you had coffee ice cream, Dago? I'm going to take that as a no.
What'd you say, Doodle?
Have you tried coffee ice cream? I want to try that homemade. I bet it's really good.
I've had back in the day. Actually, what the hell are those things called that Arby's used to sell? The Jamocha shake. Yeah, I had ice cream that is basically coffee ice cream. It's very good.
Does it give you energy? I bet it does.
Probably. I think the sugar probably helps too, but yeah. I see Truth is in here talking about sativa coffee pods. I mean, Jesus, did they put it in everything now? Wouldn't that put you to sleep though, Truth? Because it's got a marijuana base to it. I mean, at least with me, I was always just like, you know what I mean? Or is that sativa and the other one? One of them makes you hyper, the other one doesn't. I do, Piglet. I have a Keurig, so try hazelnut caramel in the cups. Oh my God, are you serious? They make that too? Because I'll tell you right now, this is the coffee that I'm drinking, but I'm putting my wife brought it home yesterday. If I could turn this the right way so you guys could see it. She brought home yesterday the sugar-free. I put the powdered creamer in it. It's hazelnut creamer, which is my favorite powdered creamer, hazelnut. In this is amazing. So I bet you it probably tastes the same as what you're saying, Murky. I love hazelnut flavor in coffee and coffee. Yeah, me too. Sativa will wake you up. Indica will keep you in deceit. Yes, that's what my wife has always said. Ray Baltic, welcome. Let's see. Let me get back real quick. I think this is what somebody asked me for. I'll have to look into that, Murky. I love coffee, first of all, but those flavors sound amazing because I love them. I think this is what was asked for. The drawing looked like an acorn with a hat on. Sorry. Interesting. Okay, I got two more little quick ones for you guys. Well, these were fun. I guess we'll have to show stuff like this every morning, Doodle. What do you think?
Sure.
Not as much.
Everyone needs to start the day out with a good laugh.
I agree. So, guys, this will be part of the show every morning. Not as much as we're doing today, but just saying. Hold on. I know. I remember this one.
Voice on Fox News that is even tangentially connected to reality on this planet when it comes to really just about any issue. I don't want to talk too much about this because we're kind of on the line here of what is allowed on our broadcast stations, Lewis. This is okay as long as we don't go into detail and discuss it too much.
Take care, Tomboy. Hope to see you soon. Be careful out there, hon.
I kind of feel bad for the guy, and he's talking slowly. I don't know why this happens to him. Take a listen.
Now you know the news. For this Friday, Snowpocalypse Friday, February the 8th, 2013. We're keeping close watch on two stories. The hunt for the cop killer on the West Coast.
Right.
Oh, he said what he said. Bad stuff. You're a bad man.
Okay. So it's funny. It's pretty damn funny, I must say. But Shep Smith, I mean, he's a good guy. You know, he's the one good guy there, and it keeps happening to him. You remember the last time it happened, right? This was it.
J-Lo's new song, Jenny from the Block, all about Lopez roots, about how she's still a neighborhood gal at heart. But folks from that street in New York, the Bronx section, sound more likely to give her a curb job than a blow job or block party. The New York.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh, again. Damn, Shep.
Post. We're sorry about that slip up there. I have no idea how that happened.
Yeah. So,
well, I think with the new one, I think clearly he was just getting cop and hunt mixed up.
I think that's what happened.
I don't know about J-Lo nowadays. Just saying, folks. Just saying. I think she's going to be in some trouble here. What do you think, Doodle? You think she's going to end up getting brought up on charges with this other stuff with Diddy?
I don't.
No?
No, I think she is just, she's too famous. And well, not that he's not, but I think she'll get out of it. Even if she's in there, she'll get out of it.
Oh, but yeah, I can kind of agree in a sense. Let's see here. So somebody asked about this guy too, and then sorry, I was talking muted. I said we got one more after this, which is these are both real quick, and then that'll do it for these, you guys. Somebody asked, I'm probably going to have to clip this, but the rapping weatherman. Never even heard of this guy before, but I think it's probably a kind of an interesting idea. Yes, brutally, I agree.
It's going to be windy and it's going to be cool. And then you're going to hear me say this about 11 times this morning. We've got that hard freeze on the way, but the real cold settles in Tuesday morning. Don't disrespect it. You'll want to take care of your house as we have a hard freeze on the way. I've got temperatures up here for the next few days. Now take it to the floor. Tuesday, Wednesday morning. That's when we're in that hard freeze territory. You can see the speeds 369. We're just fine, but a cold front's going to sock it to us one more time with strong winds blasting in here tomorrow. We have a couple of cold fronts on the way and temperatures will get low. Get low, get low, get low. Look at next week. Highs only in the 30s. Very likely we're going to see a hard freeze, and that's why you need to protect your home to the window, to the wall, and basically everywhere in between, especially the pipes. And could we see a wintry mix? Well, it is possible. I know when you see this pink, you're like, sleet, 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 sleet coming our way. Well, some sleet, some light freezing rain possible, but light is the key word here. All right, let's talk about the cold front arrival time. We've had to back it up as each day goes by. It looks like now it gets here sooner, maybe coming in as soon as Sunday morning.
I could see Caden doing that.
100%. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Caden probably does do that. Hey, Thomas, good to see you today, my friend. Thank you for joining us this morning. Okay, Squishy. Thank you, dear. Let's see here. Let me check my email. My email. What's in my email? I like your name. I love that name. I'm not going to say it out loud. Sorry, folks, but I can't. I can't do it, Captain. Let me leave there. All right. I think this is what she wants me to show you. I saw a video like this before when the big C hit, that people were doing this stupid shit all the time because they didn't have the things that they thought they should have. But the bucket one is too much for me. That's too much. That man had a maxi pad on his face, guys. Wow. Wow. With wings. Yes, Truth. With wings. With wings. Oh my God, people. What is wrong with people? That's as bad as like the people of Walmart. Do you remember the feet, Doodle?
I don't remember.
You don't remember the crusty ass, cracked out feet that we looked at one time and I about died?
Oh, yeah. That's funny. Yes.
Oh, I thought I was going to die that day, you guys. She sent me that and I opened it and went, what in the actual hell are those? The feet were bad. The feet were horrible. No problem, Thomas. No problem. The feet were bad. Yes, Squishy. The feet. Those were horrible. All right, you guys. I think that's going to do it for the morning show. Doodle, like I said, I'm working on this. This is only my second time doing this, guys. I'm trying to put it in a better format scenario, but the political side of things, it has a tendency to get a little rough and people get angry, people get upset, things happen. So it is current events and current situations going on with political issues. I think everybody in here was amazing today. Most people get into arguments, and that's why I don't talk about politics in a lot of ways, but it is what it is. We'll be building it. You know how things work. The more you do it, the better it gets. So I'm extremely grateful that we had Doodle here with us for this. Mama Bear, when she's not working, will be joining us as well. But this poor woman's always working, and she's only supposed to be working part-time, you guys. This woman runs this place at this point, okay? So please keep Mama Bear in your thoughts. She's always working anymore. It's crazy. But she will be joining me and Doodle up here in the mornings as well when she gets the time. So it'll get better, like I said, as it goes, and I really appreciate you guys joining us. What do you think about today, Doodle?
It was fun. I liked how we ended with laughs. We see so much evil in this world. We deserve a laugh.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a regular thing. We're going to do this every day. I think I may incorporate probably the take care, Doodle, or I mean brutally. Sorry, there's my blooper for the day. The Florida man stuff is pretty funny, guys. So we might be throwing that in here as well. Other stuff, but we will be back here very shortly here after this to get into the daytime show. So we will see. Oh, that's okay, SRB. But like I said, sometimes there's not always going to be something new to talk about. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. Excuse me. Even if we just sit here and bullshit, maybe. Was there anything that you want to take care of, Truth? Thank you for joining us today. Was there anything you wanted to throw in, Doodle, to today's conversation at all before we do end things?
No, I just want to tell Chad they did amazing, and thank you for being respectful to each other. But
Yeah.
they did great, even with the politics. They did great.
I was waiting. You guys did really good. I mean, I don't know if it's because you're in here. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I've always demanded that everybody respect each other in here, and I think you guys all get it. This community is amazing. It always has been. I don't care what topic, whether we're doing crime, we're doing the morning coffee show, or we're doing the late night paranormal stuff or whatever. Everybody has always treated each other for the most part. There's always one or two here or there that gets offsided, but they come back, you know? So I appreciate that very much. We're going to be doing this, I think, every morning, as long as I can get my lazy ass out of bed. If nothing else, Tony here, or Boner for short, can get me up and get me moving every day, whatever it is. Doodle even said she called me if she had to. This morning, I would have been here. Like I said, I'm trying to do this at 9 a.m., you guys. I had a telemed appointment this morning, or we'd have been here earlier and done sooner. So my apologies for that. But yeah, I'm going to be jumping out of here short for a little bit here. And then we're coming back to do the normal stuff that we do here in just a short period of time. So look out for it. Share it out when you can. T-Bone. There we go, Spooky. What do you think? You like that name, T-Bone? He's not responding. I don't know. Absolutely. SRB, we do. We appreciate all our true supporters. I appreciate you all being here. We're going to make it happen, guys. The UKers, yes. I know the early show is good for you guys because it's not early for you. It's like midday, halfway through the day. So But yeah, I'm going to be posting a schedule in the community page here soon. I'm going to try to keep that together. I've been trying to get him back up to par SRB, but I don't know. Maybe we need more protein. What do you think? Pick up a little weight here. I don't know. Just saying. Caden decided to dress him last night. That's why he's dressed like that. I don't know why he was dressed. He's supposed to be part of our Halloween decorations, and he's been all over the house since yesterday. So I don't know what's going on. He definitely needs some lunch. I agree with that one. I probably feel a lot of people that use phones have had issues. So by the way, you guys, another part of this, in the mornings when we come in here to do this, if you guys have anything that's going on in your area that you want to talk about, throw it at us. I have no problems with that. If you want anything that you think is a important current event going on or that for that day, throw it at us. You can either tell it to us in the chat, send it to email, whatever you want to do. Please do. I have no problems. I know Doodle doesn't have any issues talking about things you guys send us as well. I'm 100% behind it. So Doodle always does good. She was nervous about even doing this stuff, you guys, believe that or not. She's amazing from the start. I told her she's a natural. It's like she's been doing this for years. And you got a great voice, by the way, Doodle. You have a voice for this, I think. So stop doubting yourself. I know we have to tell it to our brains because Doodle and I are the male and female versions of each other, if you haven't noticed. That's how that works. The Doodle and Dago. Current events in Cup of Joe with Doodle and Dago. I like the title, by that way. Dago and Doodle. And then Mama Bear when she jumps in here. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. So, oh, yes, we could do a lot with him. That's for sure. So anyway, like I said, we're going to jump out of here for today. Thank you guys so much for coming in here, supporting the channel. By the way, anybody that supported it via the cash links and so on and so forth, God bless. Thank you so much. We never, ever expect that, you guys, but we do appreciate it because, again, that's what keeps us running. Obviously, I need to get the premium back so I can stop these damn commercials. That takes care of the premium, the StreamYard, the YouTube, the internet, all that fun stuff. So thank you to anybody that did that. Lord knows it's appreciated. Besides that, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope to see some of you guys here in the next show coming up real quick. For those of you that I won't, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, love each other. Do not change a thing about yourselves. You're all so very amazing. You are the beautiful people, and I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye, everybody.